Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for waiting. I'm sorry I had a little bit of a challenge. I was out enjoying my daughters today, like my two eldest girls and my baby. So I was kind of out and about with them. I'm just getting back in the house. So, give me a second. Excuse me. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Miss Betty. How you doing? I know I'm here, Miss Betty. So, okay, you guys, I was trying to think of a topic because I'm always trying to think of a topic because, like told you before, I don't always typically go with the topics that I have, that I'm thinking about throughout the week. I might come up with something right before I come on. I'm like, oh, I want to talk about that. So that's kind of what happened today. My daughter was like, Mom, what are you going to talk about? And I was like, you know what? I think I want to talk about this particular thing. So let's see how this goes today, you all. Hey, Buffhouse, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I'll give you all a little time to get adjusted. Give me a little time to get adjusted. That's what needs to happen, to be honest with you. Give me a little time to get adjusted. If you're in here, you already know what to do. Go ahead and drop GGJ if you want to drop your link to share it out with others that will be joining us soon. What else? It's Tuesday. How was everybody's Memorial Day weekend? You can also drop that on the side. And I don't know. Oh, I better do this because I always forget. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Andrea. This is Geeky Girls Journal, and welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you're new here, come on in, enjoy this conversation. Hey, young Grizz, how you doing? Make sure you engage. We love engagement over here in this community. Tell us what you think about what we're talking about. Jump on in, share this out with everybody else, friends, family, anybody that wants to be a part of this conversation. Geeky, I'm doing well. Yes, says Miss Betty. Yay, we are ready. As you all see, creators and those of you that are here, I'm doing the same thing I tried to do the other day, and that is using YouTube live stream on YouTube's platform. So I'm not doing restream today. I'm just trying to get an idea of how YouTube looks versus restream. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So the topic today is modern. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Joshua? Thank you for coming in. Share the stream. Thank you for sharing it. You know what? I need to share. I need to share the stream. How about that? I need to share the stream out as well. Yeah, I need to share the stream out, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So you all keep doing what you're doing because you're doing an awesome job. Love it. Love what you're doing. Love that you're here. Love all that stuff. Oh, and before I start sharing stuff out, hey Tamika, how you doing? The people who are here today, you all are, you're my co-host as usual. So I think you all are gonna like this topic. You hit 783 mark. Now, congratulations. Good for you, young Riz. Pretty soon you'll be at that 1K. Keep it up. Keep it up. See, so you're trying to reach a goal, and so am I. So we're both gonna get there. And I had to pull this up on my phone so I can get the person's, I probably shouldn't say a name. I won't say a name. But while we're waiting for anybody who is new here, who doesn't know about Girls Journal, be sure to check out these two books at geekygirlsjournal.com, especially if you know girls, and I'm sure everybody who's going to come in contact with this live is going to know a girl or has a daughter or has a niece, somebody in your life that's a girl that can enjoy reading these books. If you keep in mind, it's a mixture of like Diary of a Wimpy Kids, if you know that series, and Dork Diaries. So these were created by my husband and I for our daughters. So there's lots of vocabulary where if you want your kids to have a vocabulary that is out of this world, you should check these books out. Check these books out. They're on sale as usual. Just go right to geekygirlsjournal.com. geekygirlsjournal.com, and check these out. We also have merch. We have something for everybody. So go in, check it out. And I'm also trying to, at some point, work on some new things. I started, but they're not quite ready yet. So keep, go over there, visit us, and tell everybody else about it. And then you keep going back and checking it out. But for now, check these books out. I'm telling you, they're hilarious. And if you all want, one day I might just, read a little bit of it just so you can get an idea. Let me see. Maybe I'll do a little bit today. So these are some of the pictures in there. So you can look at the pictures and kind of get an idea of what this book is about. It's just, it's written in a diary format. It's a young girl who is extremely smart, extremely smart. She's very sarcastic, sassy. So you get a little bit of that. It's something that's hilarious for the children when they're reading to keep their attention, but it also, it has lessons intertwined. So they're not looking for them, but they're there. So the lessons are there. So you get everything all in one. You get vocabulary, high level vocabulary. You get definitions, you get lessons, and you get a confident young lady named Dreamer. That's what we got your names from, you all, in this book. So let me know in the comment section if you want to hear more about this. If you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comment section over there, or after this video airs if you're in replay mode, and I answer comments. So if I don't get back to you within 24 hours, I will get back to you. Don't worry about it. All right. You all ready for the topic today? Are you all ready? So what is the topic, Andrea? What is the topic? Tamika, Joshua. Okay, I think I see everybody. All right. So the topic is traditional women versus modern woman. Traditional women versus modern women. And I wanted to talk about this because some of you may have seen, you love this topic. Oh, we are going to have some fun today, right? We're in here. We had Miss Betty in here, and we had Tamika, Joshua, Riz. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. You have never dated before, period. So, hey, we're going to be able to share some good information with you. So, yeah, so modern, I wanted to make sure I had the definitions right for both of this, but I'm considering marriage in the future. And you should be, yeah, consider marriage. See, that's the hot topic for now. And I'm going to get a little bit off course for a second, but I'm just going to talk about it since you brought this up, Riz. So that's where I wanted to do a little bit more of looking into this, because I see, you see so many different versions of what other people think you should look like, or what other people want you to look for in a potential spouse, or if you're dating, look for it in somebody that you're dating. And, I'm also here and I can give my opinion, but I think you have to try to look at those things, look at people and look at their characteristics, look at their personalities, spend some time with them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Spend time with that person, quality time, before you make the decision, right? Before you make a commitment. Make sure it's quality time, because what you don't want to do is to jump into something with somebody that you know nothing about. And when I'm saying nothing about, not, okay, we went out to the movies and we talked a little bit during the movie. You can't, in my opinion, can you really even get to know a person like that? And it's been a long time since I've dated. So I'm going to lean heavily upon you guys today. Those of you who are in the dating scene, you all let me know, because all I hear is that it's hard out there in those streets. I hear it's hard out there in the dating streets. I'm so glad that I don't have to go through that. I'm so glad that I'm beyond that point. I would not know what to do if somebody said something about dating. I'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just going to have to be solo dolo, because it just seems to me, from what I've heard, that it's hard. It's like, I saw these pictures my sister-in-law showed me, and it was like the dating pool, and it was a swimming pool, but it was dry. Like, it was no water or anything in the swimming pool. So it was like the dating pool is just dry. Like, don't even try that scene. Let me see what you are saying, because you are over here doing it, and I love it. So let me catch up, and then we can talk more about it. So we're going to just talk about it. It's an ongoing conversation. Like, I have no notes. I have no nothing. We're just going to talk about it. I am considering marriage in the future. And I'm sorry, I can't put your comments up, that with YouTube. So unless there's a way, I don't know how to do it. Hey, Jay, how you doing? Hey, my weight loss journey. Good morning. Well, it's morning for you. It's afternoon for me. It's 12:12, so it's afternoon. But thank you just the same. I'm glad you're here. Jay, glad you're here. Hey, everyone in the chat. One requirement of a long list character, and I would marry a Black Muslim woman in the future. I am a British Pakistani with a multicultural. Okay, that sounds, I was gonna say complex, but maybe I didn't read it right. I'm Black. Okay, you want a Black Muslim woman, and in the future, you're Oh, you want a Black Muslim woman in the future, and you're saying I am a British Pakistani with a multicultural. Yeah, that sounds I mean, it just sounds multicultural the way that you explained it to me in the comments, Riz. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, and why do you prefer a Black Muslim woman, if you don't mind saying? If you don't want to say, you don't have to say. Your choice. I'm not, you already know I'm not strong arming anybody. You just say what you feel, say what you want to say in here. Hey, my weight loss journey. If I didn't say hi. Hey, Kay, how you doing, Kay? Hey, Kay. Geeky, I have a lot of requirements. Well, yes, you should have requirements, but let me also tell you, Riz, if you are one of those people who have a whole checklist of things, you might have to look at the checklist and just kind of go through it and sift through those things. Like, say you have requirements, I mean, your requirements are so tight that you can't reach anybody. And I do believe that you should look for what you want. Okay. Be real specific, be intentional. But sometimes, like, do you have wiggle room? I guess is what I'm saying. Like, if that person does not meet all 12 of your checkpoints, are you willing to make some adjustments? Because sometimes, say you met somebody and they met all 10 checkpoints, but they didn't meet 11 and 12. Is that something that you're gonna be a little flexible with, or are you gonna say, okay, they didn't meet all my requirements, so I'm about to bounce. I'm leaving. I don't want no parts of this. That's the decision you make. I'm just curious. I just ask questions along the way. You all know that. Okay. Let's see, Geeky. I have a lot of comments. Hello to everyone in the chat. That's Kay speaking. Okay. What did I do or not do? Thank you all for showing up and supporting me. I love it. I love it, of course. Mr. Ecknow, never what's up? I don't know if I said hey to you, but hey, how you doing? I saw a good amount of your videos. I'm glad I was able to look at some too, because I'm starting to get to know you all in the chat, those who come in regularly. I like going back and seeing your videos and I get a chance so that I can get an idea of, who's over here. I don't know. I just like to get a feel for who's in the community. That's all. That's all. So I like to do that by seeing your videos. And I feel, Mr. Ecknow, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're more engaged on TikTok than here. At least that's kind of what I thought or what I saw. And I saw that you're a DJ and that you make music. I didn't know that. Go figure. Now I know. You got some pretty good beats over there too. So, hey, Young Riaz, K Renee, I missed something, you all. Let me catch up because I know you are talking about this already, the topic. Geeky, I'm giving one example out of many. Okay, he said, hi, Kay. It becomes a lot less harder when you learn how to date yourself first. Oh, that's a good one, Mr. Agnell. Yeah, I'd say date yourself first because you should know yourself and what you like first. I would say that should be a requirement. Like, why would you can't really get to know somebody else if you don't know who you are. And like, why? That's one less step you have to take when you're dating. If you're trying to get to know who you are and you're trying to get to know who that person is, that's a whole lot of getting to know. Like, spend some time with yourself first. Like, what do I like? Who am I really? What gets me going? What upsets me? Because I'm telling you, if you don't know those things, when you get into a relationship and then you all of a sudden now you're trying to explore it, which is still fine because we're always changing. I'm always changing. Like, what I like 2 years ago, I don't like right now. It varies. So yes, get to know yourself first. Get to know yourself first. And that way you can also, like me, when I meet new people, I don't know, depending on what it is, like if they're trying to have a friendship with me, I'm real upfront and solid and honest with that person. This is who I am. This is what my lifestyle looks like. If it does not fit into your definition of friendship, you may not even want to deal with me because I'm telling you, family for me is first. My family is first. And it's enough of us around this house that I'm busy. So I keep a close eye on things around here. I'm just telling you, I keep a very close eye on things. So if I had somebody that was a friend, for example, that wanted to be, I don't want to say clingy. I don't want to use that term clingy, but if they wanted to spend a lot of time with me, I would not be the friend for them. They would have to understand that I will still support you. I will still do things. I can still not hang out. I don't hang out. I would still go, we want to go eat. I'll go eat with you. Want to go shop? I'll do that maybe sometime. Right now, I'm really sick and tired of malls, to be honest with you. Like, my daughter and I went to the mall yesterday, and I was like, this is for the birds. Like, go ahead and shut this thing down already. I prefer online shopping, and I prefer, if I had to do like kind of mall setting thing, just give me an outlet mall where I can go in and out the store I want to go to. I don't really want to walk throughout the mall and like have to look for stuff, and then I get disappointed. And maybe that's what my new attitude is. I've just been so disappointed with like that. So recently, where I'm looking for something and I need it right now. That's why I went to the mall, and then I'm like, why did I waste my time coming here? It's pointless. So anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get back on task because I'm all the way off, you guys. All the way off. Let me see what you're saying. We'll start there, and then we can get into this topic. I have a lot of requirements. Geeky, I'm giving one. It becomes a lot less harder. I read that. It's 5:12 p.m. in the UK. Okay, I'm 6 minutes behind then. Okay, I'm good. Everybody's speaking. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? I see you doing your loss too, girl. I see you. I see you. Bria said, Geeky, I prefer because it's my preference. And when I was in secondary school, white and black girls pursued me. Okay. All right. You have a preference. So do I. So do I. Geeky, I am willing to adjust and adapt. Yeah, and I'm not saying, adjust and adapt to the point where you're unhappy. Forget that. You want to be with somebody you're happy with. You don't want to, don't just say, okay, this is the second best. You take somebody who's second best, and if your first best is out there and you still see them, you're gonna be like, man, I should have went with the first best. So why do that to yourself? Like, I say, if you don't find anybody that you're happy with, and you know what, sometimes you'll find that, what if you meet somebody that didn't have all those things that you listed out, but you mesh so well and you really, really like this person? You're like, man, okay, I didn't put that on my list, but I like this about that person. I didn't put that on my list, because sometimes could it be that maybe you just didn't think of everything that you like in a person? I've done that before. And then I was hanging out with that person, like, oh, they cool. I really like them. That was in the past. The past, not present tense, Andrea, right? I'm talking about pre-marriage. Just in case some of you are confused and don't know who I am, I'm talking about before I had the ring. That was a long time ago. And I was very, very particular about the type of person I dated. Like, I had a checklist too, but then I ended up kind of being with somebody that they met requirements. Well, it's kind of weird because I ended up with somebody just like my father, which is a wonderful thing. My dad is a great man. He's a great man. Like, and I'm a daddy's girl, so it was a bonus for me to meet somebody like my father. But I was not even looking for some of those characteristics. I feel like I just kind of found it. I just kind of attached myself to that type of person. Somebody who was a protector, a provider. I got all those things. Financially stable. Somebody who loved me, just loved me. And that's what I'm really looking for. Somebody who I could laugh with, because my husband's a comedian. I'm like, sometimes it's like, oh God, like what? It's sometimes he's so funny that I get annoyed. I'm like, oh my God, like, you're just doing too much right now. Like, you really doing too much. And they're like, I'm the serious person in the house, if you all can believe that. But everybody else around here. Kay says, also be realistic when dating. If you want a dream woman or man, make sure you are the dream woman or man as well. Be what you are looking for. Yes, 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 Kay. I agree with that. And you know what? I would have to say, when I wasn't even really looking, you all. At first, I was looking because I was like, I had this whole plan. I want to be married by a certain age. I want to have kids by a certain age, and those things, like, for me, as far as my plan with me getting married and me having kids, was not even the way that I planned. Like, it's so far from what I had planned. Like, I wanted to do all that in my not early 20s, but like 25-ish, around that time frame. I wanted to have all that stuff on lock. I didn't even get married until after that point. And I started having kids way after that point. So I was not looking. I wasn't looking. And that's why I told my husband, yeah, you found a good thing. You found a good thing. He was looking for me. I wasn't really looking. I was just kind of out there and enjoying myself, having a good time. I was dating, but I was like, if I find somebody, I do. If I don't, I don't. It was one of those things, like, I could care less. Like, I'm out here doing Andrea right now, and Andrea is happy, and Andrea's gonna do what she's gonna do. And then, I kind of just ended up, okay, I'm good, fam. Oh, okay, everybody's talking. Geeky also with me, I don't do interfaith marriage because I want to keep the faith in my family. Now that is okay. Riaz, I'm glad you said that. I could talk about that right now and then go with what everybody else is talking about on the side. For me, initially, I was not looking, I was not looking. Like I wanted somebody who shared the same faith, but I wasn't so, I was not the under I am today when it comes to that. I'll just put it that way. Like I did want somebody who shared, who loved God. That was important to me. I just wanted them to love God. I really wasn't thinking about if the person was, Baptist, if they were non-denominational, if they were Church of God in Christ, if they were whatever. I was just like, I just want somebody that loves God. And that's it. I wasn't really like worried about the other stuff, but I would strongly suggest, and this is just me talking, that if that's important to you, what Young Rhea said, you find somebody that shares the same faith because that could also that could potentially cause some issues if you have somebody that believes something different from you and you all are not on the same wavelength. And so now you want to go to the left, this person wants to go to the right, and then it's going to be some conflict because they believe one thing, you believe something else. Now, how do you, and I'm sure it can be done. I've never experienced it. I'm sure it can be done, but how do you, come together without having difficulty or without having objections because at some point, and then what happens when you have kids? Do you say, okay, we going to that church or not? You might not go to church. I don't know what you do, but I'm just using for example. I'm gonna go to this church one Sunday and I'm taking my kids with me, and the kids go all the time. But then the other person's like, well, I want them to also share my faith and come to this church. So how do you do that? Like, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've not done it before. Good point to somebody. That probably was for Kay. Lisa, Geeky Girls, how are you? I'm great, Brand. Thank you for coming in. I see you. And I did not watch Tom and Jerry this morning, Brand. I didn't see anything this morning except for this video that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Agree, Geeky. Know yourself first. Yeah, know yourself first. Know yourself first. That's what Mr. Acknauer never was saying too. If you know yourself first, and then you can be sure about how you feel about certain things. What? And I don't know. It could be a maturity thing. It can also just be one of those things where you're like, I want to know myself first. Like, take the opportunity to live by yourself. Like, because when you live with somebody else, now you're cohabitating, and you have to try to figure out what works for that person, what works for you. And I'm telling you, it might take some work. But if you're by yourself beforehand, you already know how you want things, right? And I'm just saying, you already know how you want things. You had that time to spend by yourself. You don't have to have anybody crowding your space. If you have your own place, you come in, go as you please. You cook what you want to cook. You do whatever you want to do. If you want to run around with gym shorts on and nothing or whatever, however you want to do it, you can do that. You can do those things. But it's all a process. You're getting to know yourself so that you can, it's just it's a great experience. I don't know. I think that I often wonder sometimes if you're going right from your parents' house into like you get married right away. How's that work? I mean, I don't know. You're used to sharing the space, obviously, so maybe it wouldn't be an issue. But I just wonder for people who, if there's anybody who's ever been through that in the chat, let me know. Like, share that with you. How do you feel? Like, did you ever feel like you were able to kind of had that time by yourself and kind of establish who you were without having a partner or without having people living in your space? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it while I look at your comment. Mr. Ecknauer never said, yes, I have been more active on TikTok, but I will start doing more on YouTube with short music videos in my podcast. All right. Okay. I see you. Young Riz says, why am I not able to do that? Geeky, interesting fact is I could marry a Christian or a Jew, but it's better to do same faith to avoid confusion. I agree. I don't know if you said that before or after me, but I'm just going to say we agree. I think just if you want to keep the confusion down, just to be, I mean, you all know I try to be, I'm as honest as I am. I'm honest, like whatever I say here is my honest opinion. It's at that moment. I'm not saying that it wouldn't ever change because, as I said, we evolve. I change, you change, everybody changes. So it may change, but for now, whatever I'm saying is my honest opinion. Brand is talking to Miss Betty. Mika, hey Cherry, hey. Hey, how you doing, Cherry? OG salute, fam. Wow, we are so much alike about friends. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm very honest when it comes to my boundaries and what I want. And I think it's because, like I said, I've been through some situations that made me say, hey, Andrea, listen, you already know what type of person you are. You know what you want. This took me getting to what? Know myself, right? Myself. I love who I am. I love who God is molding me into. And this didn't all of this didn't happen all overnight, but it did. Like I've kind of always been this person, but it's just like more intense as I got older. So when I was younger, I might have dealt with some people just because I had to. Now, you're not going to disturb my peace. You're not, and you're going through a filtration process. And I mean, some of you may agree with this, some of you might disagree. I love people. I learned this in church Sunday. The pastor has been working on this series. It's called our church, if you will, motto is love people. What is it? No, love God, love people, and serve. What happened right there with Pete? I see that Pete came up there. I don't know. That's kind of weird, Pete. I'm sorry. I saw something and it looks like your symbol. Hey, Pete, because I didn't even see you come in, but I see something up there. I don't know what I just did, but I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, I love the fact that I feel so confident in who I am, and I love myself enough to say I'm not gonna deal with that particular crowd. I'm not gonna deal with. Oh, I was telling you about church. Okay, so it's love God, love people, serve the world, right? Love God, love people, serve the world, which I agree with that, right? However, I just want to add something to that. While I'm loving God, while I'm loving people, and while I'm trying to serve the world, I still have boundaries. You can still have boundaries. It's okay. And what I decided long ago is I don't want people to have to guess about me and have to guess who I am. I'm just going to tell you. I am going to tell you, listen, this is what I will not do. If it comes down between you and something my husband needs and my kids need, chances are you're going to be the one that's, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if you're a close friend and you need my help, yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as far as my priorities are concerned, like I just tell people right out the gate, if you're looking for this, I am not your girl. Because what I don't like and what I try to avoid is people having, and I know this is not 100% guaranteed because people will think what they think about you, but I try to minimize it as much as possible. And if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, no, I don't do this. I don't party. I don't do that. I don't, I might be kind of boring to some people, but I'm Andrea, right? I will do this. I'm not going to do that. No, my kids are not spending the night over your house. Don't even ask me. They're not doing it. What are some other examples? I don't know. I just tell people right out the door, whatever it is. Like I said, I set my boundaries ahead of time because I don't want people to be like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you knew because I told you when I first met you. I told you. And I had this family member that used to laugh at me all the time. She's like, I cannot believe you just said that. I can't believe you told me that. Well, I need to say it. I need to say it because I can't expect somebody else to say it for me or somebody to guess what I want, what it is that I want. And I'm one of those people who, I'm really adamant about that. I have to speak up for myself and I say what it is that I want. So if it's something that you want, just say it. If you don't want to be this person's friend, tell them up front. If you don't want to date that person, tell them. Why are you wasting people's time? Just tell them right off the bat. No, if you think you can be a better friend and you don't want to date, I think we'd be better off as friends. Boom. Now that person can go. They might be in their feelings for a second, but at least they'll be in their feelings. They take the time to recover and they can heal and they can move on to the next person instead of you stringing them along and pretending that, oh, yeah, we can be together. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And the whole time back of your head, you like, I know this not going to work. Why? What is the point? Just tell them. I don't No, no, I don't believe we're compatible, right? And just go about your way. I mean, like if you know that you know that you know, what's stopping you from telling that person? If this person seems like a nice person, that's cool. I'm talking about friendship that you're like, okay, they seem like they're cool with everybody else, but you spent a little time with them and you found out this person was not your cup of tea. Tell them. Why are you wasting people's time? Now this person might want to go out and do stuff with you. Now they're gonna text you and call you and say, "Hey, you want to go do this?" And you're gonna be rolling your eyes like, "I don't want to do that." But all you had to do was tell them, "No, uh, I think you're a cool individual, but that don't mean you cool for me." And you don't have to say it that way. I'm just saying, that doesn't mean that that person is cool for you. That just means that they're a cool individual. Doesn't mean that you know, they're not good for somebody else. They're just not going to fit into your lifestyle, or maybe you're just not looking for that person. I mean, how else do I explain it? I'm just saying, be honest. Be honest. I just think the approach with honesty is the best way to go. And you don't have to be mean about it. I'm not mean when I say stuff to people like that. I'm very straightforward with it, but I'm nice about it. I'm like, no, I don't think this is gonna work out. Like we're not gonna work out. And however your nice looks, however you want to say it, then that's how you say it. Exactly, GGJ. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob. Rob was at Six Flags. I gotta look at his video. And Rob, I'm like you. I put that on everything too. Love it. I love hot sauce. I was gonna say that in your video, and I was like, let me just stop. Let me not type all this stuff on Rob's under his video, because I don't know what you think about that. Geeky, good point. Trish the natural. Hey, Trish. I don't see that you in here yet, but Miss Betty said you're here. So hey, Trish, how you doing? Geeky girls, I'm glad you said that. You got to be with somebody that you're happy with. Yeah, you got to be. Like, how are you with somebody that you're unhappy with? That's how you see people like they're suffocating in marriage. And then you see 50 years down the line, this person divorced that person because they weren't happy with them to begin with. I'm not about to share my bed and my space with you. And I don't even like you. I don't even like you. I don't like you. And then now that opens the door for other things. And you all know what I'm talking about. I mean, you have apps out here. There are apps out here. You can go mingle and connect online and all type of stuff. It's very easy, is what I'm saying. It's very easy. If I don't like you, you right in my house, and we're supposed to be together, and I can't even stand the ground you walk on. Every time you walk in the room, I get an attitude, or I hate to see your face. Why am I even with you? I don't know. That's just me. Make it make sense. I think you should be happy with that person. And I know we're here to procreate, and Christians, like, you're here to create other little Christians, or people who believe in God, or you just here to whatever your theory is about life. You're here to do what you're supposed to be doing, but why be miserable while you're here? I don't want to be miserable on earth. I want to be as happy as I want to be happy, right? I'm frolicking in the grass happy. You know how those commercials with the ladies used to be like, there's like skipping around through the long grass and the flowers, and it's just, oh, I'm so happy, and just everything's great. I just want to be like that. I don't need to wait till heaven to be happy. I need to be happy right now too. And I know we're gonna go through some stuff, but I'm trying to minimize as much sadness and pain and all the other stuff that I can. I just want to live my life and be who God created me to be and be happy. I want to have joy. I have joy. So I'm just saying, Rob is laughing at something that somebody said. Trish is in. She's just speaking to people. Young Riz, Shelly. Who is Shelly? Hi, Shelly. If I missed you. Hi, Shelly. Thank you for coming in. I have flirted. I have flirted and complimented girls, but never dated because it's a Muslim thing. And also, I did it to get off my system. So, can you date? Can you date right now? Like, Riz, how does that work? Do you wait? Because you said you flirted and you compliment girls, but never dated. So, what's the process look like? Because, forgive me, I'm ignorant to you know the culture, Muslim culture. So, are you not allowed to date at all? And then you just kind of get into marriage? Like, how does that work? I don't know. If anybody knows, it can help me out. Because you said you never flirted or complimented. I mean, you have flirted and complimented girls, which I see it would be okay, but you haven't dated. So that must mean you cannot date until. But I'm just wondering what the until looks like. Like, do you just get committed and get married? Or are you able to date that person? Like, say you found one person that you're really, that you're interested in, and you're like, oh, I like this person. I love this person. Um, Everything meets your checklist, Riz, because you were talking about your requirements. Everything meets your checklist, and then what happens from that point? Do you just say this? Is it an arranged marriage or what? Because I don't know. I'm just asking. Trish, I'm good. I'm a mama's boy. Yeah. Okay, I see, Riz. I say trust God, really. Yeah. Yes, 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 and yes, Rob. Yes, trust God. I mean, that's the best explanation right there. I guess I was thinking about the people who don't. For the people who don't trust God, like you don't have to be really, really careful because I mean, I have young ladies now, and I talk to them all the time. And I'm just like, be very careful, because for me, I just want my daughters to be. I want them to be happy. I want them to be healthy. I want them to be cautious. I want them to be cautious because you see so much. And I know as a mom, I can't stop everything, but I just want them to be so aware. I just want them to be so aware and just be observant and to choose wisely, just to choose wisely. And not, you can't prevent everything from happening, but that's where what Rob said comes into play. You got to trust God with that. Give it to Him. I did that. When I was dating, I was just kind of like I said, I wasn't really looking at a specific point in my life. I was just kind of like, I'm here, I'm Andrea, like, who wouldn't want to be with me? I don't get it. I'm being honest, you all. That's what I thought. I was like, who wouldn't want to be with me? But also, I never thought I was like, you know, ooh, I'm so above you that I can't see you. I've never been that person. I'm pretty humble, and I will talk to anybody. Anybody that has a mouth that can talk, I talk to you. And if you don't talk, I'll still talk to you. So I only said that to say I was just very self-centered and into myself. What does Andrea need and what do I want? And I felt like I was well within reason because I didn't have to I wasn't committed to anybody. I didn't have any attachments. I didn't have children at that time. I didn't have a husband. I should have been into myself. What does Andrea want? What does she desire? What are her requirements? Why am I worried about what somebody else needs from me? That's dumb. I mind my business a whole lot. My life to this point has been me minding my business. So my business was Andrea. What does Andrea want? What does Andrea need? And that's who I was looking out for myself. I was looking out for myself. And I asked God, Lord, help me to make decisions about who is right for me and show me. And I got it. The Lord showed me who I should marry through someone else. Okay. So I was praying. I used to pray about it all the time when I finally started dating and I was dating and I had started getting serious again. I was like, okay, Lord, I need you to step in. I need you to take the wheel because even then I knew I didn't want to be with somebody I didn't like. I didn't want to be with somebody who's got on my nerves. I didn't want to be with a whole lot of stuff. So I was very specific in my prayer to say, Lord, just let that person love me unconditionally. And I was just praying for all type of stuff. I won't get into what my prayers were because your prayer might be different. So I was praying what I needed. I was praying for the things that I needed, the things that I wanted, the things that I was looking for. And I eventually was like, you know what, Lord, you just take the wheel on this one and give me what I need. And who knew? It's so weird because I was like, I can't really say, I won't say what my father's occupation was, but I always said, I was like, no, I don't want anybody in that occupation. And I told you all already, my father is like a wonderful man, right? But just for your safety reasons, I'm not putting anybody's business out there. So I was always kind of like, no, I think I want a man like my dad, but somebody who does this, right? Because of the danger that he was placed in, and he put his life on the line a lot of times for people. So I was like, I don't want that. I want to be with somebody who I know is going to be safe. But things happen, right? And then the Lord saw fit to give me somebody exactly like my dad. And I was like, wait, I thought I said I wanted somebody like that I wasn't gonna have to worry about in that occupation. But he gave me what I needed. And I prayed about it and I didn't think anything else about it. I was just praying. And then this person at this church that I attended, it was my home church from back when I lived in the Midwest. And I hadn't attended that church for years. For years. I was living on the East Coast and my mom called me and she was like, this pastor was at our church earlier and he came and he had a word. And he was like, the person that you've been praying about, he called my name. never knew me, had never met me, didn't even know I attended, nothing like that, because I was long gone for like 5, 10 years, right? I hadn't been there for years. And he said, you know, in the congregation, does such and such to live here? And everybody was like looking around like, no, she don't live here anymore. She's been gone, right? Blah, blah, blah. So they were looking, and he was like, okay, well, the Lord told me to tell you the person that you're praying for, it's okay. Like, go ahead and, commit. And so I was not there, but I got the message through my mom. And she was like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. You weren't at church, neither have you been here. But this pastor came and he said, what I just told you all. I was just like, that's interesting. So I didn't go on I heard what she said, and I knew that had to be God speaking to me, because this man did not know me, had no idea I existed, but said my name and said exactly what I have been praying for. But he communicated that, and then my mom came back and told me, and then it was a confirmation through another family member. I was like, okay, so he said that. Not that I didn't trust my mom, because I do, but she said it, and then somebody else told me. I was like, okay, all right, so maybe it's safe territory. But then again, guess what I did after that? I prayed about it some more. I kept praying. I was like, Lord, are we sure about this? This is what we're going to do? Okay, all right, Lord, I'm trusting you. So, Rob, I'm with you. Give it to God and trust him on it, because he's going to look out for your best interest. And I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. Everything's not perfect all the time. You're two different people coming into the same space. So you have to be able to be flexible to a certain extent. If you like, okay, I want this book on this table at all times. I don't want anybody touching my book and moving it. I want the stuff on the shelf like this, and then that person went a different way. You got to compromise. You're going to have some compromises. So I'm saying, look for the person you want, give it to God, let him walk you through that process, because he's going to pick the perfect person for you, right? He created that person for you. He already has the plan for you and the person that you marry. He already has the plan. He already has it laid out. So it's going to be great. You just have to trust him and trust that your Father, God is who I'm talking about. Trust that your Father, God, knows what's best for you and wants what's best for you. And you got to be able to give it to him. I'm telling you, give it to him and just sleep, rest. I've had to learn how to do that. I've not been the greatest at just resting. I like stuff done. I need to do it right now. I want it done right now. So God has been working in my life on that, definitely. So let me see what you are saying. I have not even talked about modern. Am I even talking about modern versus traditional wives? What? We'll just talk about what we're talking about. Rob nowadays also got a lot of checks before marriage. Rob, with all due respect, people ask for original birth certificate for confirmation. Sending Ray in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, Pete. I probably missed it. No, we're gonna send. Thank you so much, Pete. Rob, no disrespect, because of this rainbow community thing. Sometimes it's very hard. Yeah. I don't know you all. Keep talking about this dating thing. So what do you all think about? Okay, if I get to the end of these comments, I'm gonna talk about this. Rob, no disrespect. Hi, Scratching Pete is in here. Oh man, I missed all this. I was just doing too much talking. I need to make sure the co-host, make sure I'm looking at the comments more often. I can't move this up right now. Oh, I don't know what. Hey, Cherry. Hey, God is real, fan. Please trust him. Hey, Scorpio Mama. How you doing? Hey, Miss V. I miss all you all. Oh, man. Because you know how I started doing. I start talking to get on my. I don't know why I can't move this up right now. I'm going to have to use that. Hey, Miss B. Hey, Miss B. How you doing? I hope you're still in here to see me say hey, because I sure don't want to miss you. Scorpio Mama. Hey, everybody. Geeky Minds in chat. Hey, everybody. Trish, yeah, she said, yes, I'm here. Oh, my gosh. I missed all that. I'm going to have to hurry up and get up here and catch up with you all. Then I'll know what we're talking about, and I can keep going. So Pete did send in a raid. That's so awesome, Pete. Thank you. Thank you, Pete. I'll skip the hellos for now. Angie Hart is in here. Oh, thank you for coming in, Angie. Pete sent us a crowd. Thank you, Pete. Bella's Whisper Farmstead. Ooh. Look at the raid. Thank you all for coming in. Hey, Cherry Hey, if I didn't say hi to you, hi. Hey, Cherry Hey, I missed you. Okay, these days and times. Okay, now I see where we were. I see. Rob, Riz, it ain't no disrespect to me, bro. Oh, but yeah, you better check that birth certificate. That ain't disrespectful. That's just reality in these days and times. Okay. Angie, hi. Angie, hi. Bella, if I didn't say hi, I'm just gonna say hey to everybody. Hey to everybody who came in since I've been talking. And if I didn't say your name one by one, I apologize. I'm just trying to catch up, but I want to, as I see your name, I will definitely call you out. Cooking with Miss Brown, thank you for coming in. Pete, thank you for that raid. Pete, thank you. That's my brother in Christ too. Woohoo, Pete. Pete, send them all in here. GGJ, you got to take care of yourself because the next ain't gonna treat you like you would treat yourself. Definitely, I agree with that, Rob. You gotta treat yourself right. You gotta treat yourself right. You cannot expect somebody else to come in and give you what you need. Like what was it they said in marriage? Like in a marriage, there was 50-50. Tell me if you all agree with this. I heard it was 50-50, but then more recently, like the past, 5 years, some maybe more than that, I heard people saying you need to bring 100% of yourself in. You bring your 100, the spouse or the person that you're committed to should bring their 100%. Because if you're doing 50-50, that's only half of what you want to give. Like, should you be giving 100% of yourself in a relationship? I'll let you all answer that question while I'm looking at these comments. So chime in. Let me know what you think. Is it 50-50 or is it 100-100? Now, some of you might be like 1,000, but I'm just saying, let's just keep it simple, 50-50 or 100-100. And tell me why if you want to, because I'll be caught up by then. Let me see if I can catch up with you all while you're doing it. I feel like I should have some music or something playing to do that. Hey, Jay, clicking on Miss Brown, said hi. Brand saying hi. Everybody saying hi. Young Riz, I don't know if you were paying attention to me, but in my live, I talked about a whole church splitting because of this new generation crap. Oh, Rob, I need to catch that because I want to listen to what your opinions are. But I looked at some stats on it a couple years ago, and I was looking at the decline in membership. I was looking at the decline in membership in churches, and I was just like, wow. I was not even in disbelief. I guess it was just more of a wow factor because of the numbers. I didn't know that they were that high. But I know it's because, especially with COVID, people have gotten more, it's just more convenient to be able to go and look at something virtually. So that may have a lot to do with it. Also, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to have to say it. No, I'm going to have to say it. Tradition, like it's a difference. Remember when we used to have like the grandparents who and the parents that made sure you went to church. They made sure every Sunday. In my house, at least, I can't speak for everybody else. In my household, in my parents' household, every Sunday, I knew what the deal was. Every Sunday, I knew church in the morning. It don't matter. You come in late, which I didn't, but if you came in late, that's your problem. You going to church in the morning, you're gonna give God the glory. So we went to church, we were there for Sunday school, we were there for the church service. And then after church, then we came back for evening service, right? Because those were things that were instilled in me. So I knew church service, Wednesday, Bible study, Thursday or Friday, choir practice. It just depends on when you had the choir practice, right? Saturday, we were going out doing volunteering. And I had a schedule, I had a routine, so I knew what to expect. Now it's kind of, it may be hit or miss for some people, and that may be because they're not comfortable in the church environment. Why not? We can talk about that another day because I'm already off task and I can really get into that. So we can talk about that if you all want to another day, maybe tomorrow. Geeky Girls, you have water wave, Jill Scott hair. Okay, thank you. I think that's a compliment. Exactly, GGJ. Just be straight up. No need to be beating around the bush. Don't beat around the bush. Nobody got time for that. Say what you mean what you say, and stop wasting people's time. Like I've never been the type of person that I liked when people would try to play around with my emotions and my feelings. Listen here, buddy. Because first of all, when I was dating, I don't know, I was kind of told I wasn't like really the typical, like what people say, oh, you're not like a girly girl. I'm not a girly girl. I was kind of like one of the girl next door. I can hang out with the guys, and I hung out with a lot of guys. So I knew, listen, no, I'm not doing that. And look at here, brother. What we not gonna do is what you talking about. What I'm not gonna do is waste my time on you because I already see the game a mile away. I'm not wasting my time. I'm the wrong girl, and I think people respect that. They respect your boundaries. Just be honest. Be honest. Don't waste time. And like I said, you don't have to be mean. Rob agrees with me. That's all I need. Rob, oh, okay. Exactly. And it also clears up any confusion from the other person because now they can't say, "Oh, I didn't know that, that's what she wanted." No, I told you the first day. I don't want this, but I do want that. I know what I want because I spent time with myself. I know what Andrea requires. I know what she needs. I don't need that. What you're selling, I don't want to be a part of. No, thank you. And it's okay to say that because that no will get you closer to that yes that you want. That no that you gave somebody is going to get you closer to that person that you're looking for because you're weeding out all those no's. Like, no, 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 no. Get real good at saying no, basically. Hugs. I agree. No house stays, and I don't want theirs. No, nope. I don't want to do all that. No, I don't know what you're doing at your house. Yeah, okay, you might be nice and friendly on the outside, like your exterior, but do I really know what are you doing in your house when I'm not around and my kids are there? What are they looking at? Right? What I know this kind of turned into an all about conversation. Maybe we can talk about modern women another day because this conversation was hijacked by who? I don't know. Was it me or was it you? So yeah, obviously it needs to be talked about. So I'm gonna talk about it and I'll just change the title. But yeah, I'm not sending my kids to nobody's house. And I'll tell you what, maybe it's because of the experience I had when I finally was able to go to somebody's house other than family members, like a cousin's house that I was close to. I was disappointed. I'm like, my mama don't do this. Well, I don't want to sleep right there. I don't want that to eat. And I was starving that whole night. I was like, I'd rather be hungry because I'm not eating what you serving. I'm not doing it. And it's just I think a lot of kids sometimes they feel like they want to go. My kids even ask me, Mom, can I go up such a house? No. Where we do that at? Do I know the mama? I don't know her parents. I don't know nothing about them. The only thing I know is that you're friends with her child, but I don't know anything about their parent. I don't know what they do behind closed doors. I don't know what they say. I don't know what y'all watching. I don't know where y'all going. I don't know any of that. I'm not, my job as a mom on this earth is to be the best steward that I can be over my kids. And that includes me. And I know I can't have them in a protective bubble. I'm just saying I'm using common sense. Why am I going to let them go spend the night with somebody that I know nothing about? And then I tell people, you don't know anything about me. You want your child to come on my house? Now, I'm not going to do anything. But do you know that? Like, I'm not going to do anything. They'll be at my house. They're going to be happy. They're going to be fed. I'm not going to do anything crazy because I got a God that I have to that I have to be accountable. I got to be accountable for my actions. So no, I'm not that type of person. No, I'm not going to do anything. But I don't know if you're not. I don't know what you're thinking. And I just the way I am right now in this world, I'm not comfortable with that. And that has to be okay with whomever ever asked me, can my kids come over to their house? No. The answer is no. You already know. Don't even ask me. No. Mm-mm. If it's my sister, she get a yes. Oh yeah, we grew up together. I already know what she's about. Yeah, sure, go over there. She thousands of miles away though, so I don't have that luxury. But if we were in the same place, my kids don't have to ask me twice. Yeah, go ahead. What time we dropping off? What time? More than likely, my sister and I are already together or doing stuff, so I already know what the deal is. They wouldn't even have to tell me, but I would have to be that close to somebody to let my kids go with them. No, you're not going with you're not taking my child anywhere. Jesse Miller Unboxing. Hi, great to see you. Thank you for coming in if you're still here. I like facts, bro. All the other ish the devil can keep for itself. I like facts too, and the devil can keep it. Right, keep it right on where he took whatever y'all talking about, Rob. Greetings, everyone. Hey, Ray, because I haven't seen you in a while. Ray of sunshine. Thank you for coming in. People speaking, Rob, when I was 14 years old, I friend zone a girl because it's better as a friend and explain in a way she understands and feels as much. Yeah, you got to explain to people. Truly just say the truth. Yes, just say the truth, and stop acting like you don't know what your truth is. What is your truth? Tell them. Tell them. Why are you afraid to tell people? Don't be afraid because that person's not going to be afraid to tell you. And if they are, they need to get some courage too. Be courageous. Tell people where you stand and stop holding back. Stop being scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't do it. Yes, I'm here. Thank you for listening, Trish. Thank you so much. I'm very honest, but I say in a way a person understands. Yep, you should. Rob, my point is I agree with you 100%. Geeky minds in check. That's to everybody. Lisa, Cherry. Geeky, I'm not allowed to date before marriage, but there's ways married without. Oh, okay, so it's ways you can do it. You can't date before marriage. So there's ways you can do that I'm not privy to know. But I'm sure you'll figure it out, Riz, and hope you find that person for you. Hope you do. I hope that for everybody. I hope you all find the person that is right for you. Do not take sloppy seconds. Like, don't do it. Do not do it. Please listen to me. If you don't hear anything else I say, give it to God. That's number one. Give it to God. Have conversations with him often. That should even be when you're not looking for a spouse. Don't just talk to God just because you want a spouse. Talk to him. Form a relationship with him. And I'm telling you, he's going to lead that path. He's going to lead your pathway, and it's going to be in ways that you never thought would happen and in ways you may not understand. But allow him to be the Lord of your life and give that to him. Even if you think it's mine. Oh, God, I'm not worried about my dating life. Why wouldn't he be? I'm a parent. I'm not even God. I'm a parent. I'm worried about my kids' dating life. I'm worried about my kids. I want to know what they're wearing. What are you wearing? Why you got that on? That's too short. That's too long. You know what I mean? I'm concerned about all those things. So if I'm a parent, just imagine who the person that created you, how much they want to know about you, how much they invest in you, and how much they just want to be involved in every detail. And I'm telling you all this because I wasn't this person before. I was like, oh God, he got 100 billion, a billion things to do, a trillion things to do. Why are he worried about that? Why is he worried about I'm upset with somebody right now? But he is. I'm telling you, I see some of my peeps. Yep, you see some peeps in here, Scorpio. Geeky, another way is find the girl's father and ask permission for marriage. Okay. Yeah, we do that too. Yeah, we still do people still do that? Ask for that? Do they still ask for the father's hand in marriage? My spouse did. He did. I didn't even know it. And I was like, oh, okay. We still doing that? All right. I thought it was great. I thought he respected my father enough to ask him, so and my father said, look, once you take her, that's on you, bro. once you get it, that's you. And I'm still like, yeah, right. My father said that, but I can call him right now and ask for something. And I still get it. And Daddy, I know you're gonna hear this later, and I still won't take it back because I know he'd still do it. He'll still do it. Still will do it. But he wanted my husband to know, listen, man up, be a man. If you're taking her, be a man. And that's what I love. If I could say that one thing, that I don't know how it is right now in the dating scene, but I love that. Like, I love the fact, and I'm not a man, so I don't know what kind of conversations men have in these days. But if I can say one thing, I like it when men hold other men accountable. Hold them accountable. I'm holding women accountable when I talk to them, the ones that I'm around at least. Men, hold other men accountable. I think when another man steps in and says something to a man, it holds, like, you might think, oh, that man ain't paying attention. No, you're wrong. Like, it's going to hold some weight. It's going to hold some weight. They might tell you to mind your business, but I mean, I'm talking about the men that you're close to in your life. If you can talk to those and just tell them, look, be respectful of these women. Respect your woman. Tell them that. I know it might be a little one-sided, but I'm just saying, can we get the men, keep standing up. Keep standing up. I see some men on here that stand up that I think are doing, I mean, from what I can see on your videos. I don't know you outside of this. So just I'm just saying, man up. Women, woman up. Put your big girl panties on. Right? Everybody is trying to find the excuse and a reason not to do this or not to do that. Man up, woman up. Be honest. Be a person of your word. Do what you say you're going to do. You can give a person a yes or a no. You don't even got to go into all this detail. And you can set boundaries. Set boundaries. Be true to who you are. All those things. But I don't know. I don't like the phony stuff. I don't like the you one way over here and you another way over there. Now I don't even know what you are. You're a chameleon. As far as I'm concerned, you're a chameleon. I don't even know what to expect because one day you appeared to be this way, then another day you appear to be that way. I don't even know. Like, be consistent with that. And you all, if you know what I'm talking about. Geeky another way. Geeky another way is halal dating, which is supervised dating with no physical contact and no kissing. Just talking if you like. You don't like part ways. Okay, so just kind of courting that person, getting to know them. All right, Miss V. God is real, fam. Please trust him for deliverance. Oh my goodness, he is so real. So real. He has many names. Hey, Cherry. Hey. Facts. Scorpio, exactly. That's why I say God is better than just good. Dude, he is great. Man, great, 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 great. And you know what? Rob, I'm glad you said that because sometimes like people ask and they wonder, and I know it's the people that don't believe, like they wonder, like, what makes you think that this God is so great? I'm telling you, I'm saying he's great for me because of the experiences that I've had with God. I've never been disappointed, ever. If anything, I've always gotten more than I asked for or more than what I expected. And I'm saying there have been some seasons where I was just kind of sitting and looking like, and I told you all about this. I'm real straightforward with that. But I'm sitting and looking, I'm like, God, I don't know how you're gonna work this out, but you better come through. Like you gotta come through. I don't even have an option. You have to come through, right? I don't know how it's gonna work out. I don't know when it's gonna work, but I know it is because I've not. He is just awesome. I can't even. God is a gentleman. I've never had a feeling where I was just like, I hate you. I hate you, God. I've never been there. I know some people say that they've had experiences like that, and then they kind of, found their way back. I've heard that before, but I can honestly say I've never been like, oh, I hate you, God. I hate you. Why did you create me? I've never been like that. I'm usually in question mode, like God, why this? Why that? Why this, God? Why did you say this? What do you want me to do? How should I go about this? I'm more that person trying to figure it out. And I've had to learn that a lot of the things that I'm trying to figure out, I'm just not going to know. I'm just not going to figure it out until God wants me to get it or until I get to that point. Like it's a lot of things we're not going to know until we get to meet God. It's a lot of things we won't. You got to be all right with that. But in the meantime, I'm asking my questions now. Oh, I'm asking questions. I sure am. That's why. Amen, Rob. I'm a witness. He blessed me with a new place in less than 24 hours. He knew I needed my peace. Ooh, thank God. Yes, he knew you needed that peace and he got you. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Rob, I believe God brought both my parents together, hence why I exist today. That's my testimony for 2024. Go ahead and keep on sharing that testimony, Scorpio Mama, if you are still in the building. I don't know if you are, but if you are, keep on sharing because I'm telling you, those testimonies bring people to God. They're not the only thing that bring people to God. I'm just saying they do because when people hear struggles or hear what you went through or hear the trials and tribulations or how God brought you out of something, they're like, their ears might perk up. I might want to know a little bit more about this God. I'm going through something myself. How do I find out about this God? How do I find out about this Jesus? Now you just witness to that person. You might not even known it, but you witness to that person. Now it opened up some questions in their mind. Hey, I wonder who they're talking about. I wonder who she's talking about. Every time she shows up, she's talking about this Jesus or this God person. Who in the world is she talking about? Guess what? You are an agent, an ambassador for Christ. Those of you that believe, you're ambassadors and you continue to be an ambassador. Continue to be one. Oh, I think I'm finally catching up, y'all. Maybe before I get too happy. Let me see. I don't know. I might have got too happy. Let me go back up. I missed. How was the training? Oh, okay. Let me scroll on up. Scroll on. Hey, Latoya. Latoya's in here. I see Latoya's name now. Girl, you are not late, Latoya. You are here right on time. Just when you're supposed to be here. You are so on time. Oh, you are like in deep. I love this. Oh man, here I am, thought I was caught up, Rob. What in the world? How did I think I was caught up and I'm all the way behind? Oh my goodness. Give me a second, you all. Just keep on. I love it. This interaction, you all gonna give me the 2 hours because I don't even know if I can get to all these comments before the 1.5 hour point. I'm so behind. Okay. Rob, I know I wanted someone who was good for me, and I actually prayed for that. Of course, there was some other stuff I asked for too, but God delivers all the time, Rob, all the time, Rob. God delivers. He delivers, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And you, some people who come in might be like, oh, she just getting excited. I'm telling you, I get excited because I know I have lived it. I've lived it. I would not be telling you this if I haven't. Like, God delivers. He delivers. He delivered on his promise to me when I said, all right, I'll just say I've had some things happen. I've never really dealt with infertility, but I've had miscarriages. I'm just gonna tell you all this just so you know, because it might be a woman that wants to conceive that's like, I can't, I'm unable. But let me tell you something. God, God can do all things. Just know that He can do all things. I thought it was a wrap for me after my third. I was like, okay, listen, 3 strikes. I'm done. Lord, I'm done. I told him, I'm done. I don't want no more parts of this. I got three, 1, 2, 3. There's a gap right here between the second and the third. I think I'm gonna be real good. But then he just kept seeing fit to bless me, right? He was blessing me, and I was having some complications. I had miscarriages, and I was like, okay, Lord, I thought we had this conversation. Here I am thinking I still had control over this, right? Laughable. Now here I am thinking, oh, God, I'm going to take care of this myself. And I was just like, I kept having, I was like, okay, Lord, obviously this is not what's supposed to happen in my life. But then for those losses I had, God restored. I'm telling you, I kept hearing, trust me. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? And man, I had to lean on the Lord big time, because at some point I just felt like I was in it by myself. I was married, I had kids, but I was like, okay, I'm going through this. I got to work through this. I could have talked to my husband about it, and I did. But I still feel like there were some things like, Andrea, this is all you. This is all on you. You gotta work this out. And the Lord kept showing me, no, you don't trust me. You still don't trust me. And I'm like, I do. I do. He was like, no, you don't. You do not. And Lord, I believe He talks to us the way that we can understand it. That's how the Lord talked to me. He talks to me like I'm His homegirl, like in a way that I get it. And I'm like, oh, Lord, like I did this. I did that. He's like, no, you don't trust me. You have not given it to me. And I'm like, I have, because remember when I did that, Lord? Remember when I did that? No, you don't trust me. You don't. And I had to go through a series of miscarriages. And I finally was like, okay, it's obvious that I don't trust you because you already said that 500 times. It's obvious that I want to handle this myself and I cannot. It's obvious that this is way beyond my pay grade. I mean, like all the way up here. It's all the way beyond my pay grade. And I need to just give it to you. I need to give it to you. Years later, I'm talking when I was like, I told you, I was like, I'm done. I was done. I thought I was done. And then the Lord was like, no, so I'm going to give you another little blessing. So I got a blessing. That's why I have a gap between my kids like that. Because each time I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm done. Andrea's done. Andrea's done. And Andrea was pregnant again. And he gave me a blessing. And I was like, man, I got the baby. I was like, never knew I needed this blessing. But I did, right? Happened again. I was like, okay, Lord, done. 4, we're good. We got 2 and 2. 2 on each. Like my husband can carry 2, I can carry 2. We're even. It was even. He's like, no, you don't call the shots, Miss Ma'am. And I was like, I don't want another one. I'm gonna say this. I'm just good. And he was like, no, you gotta trust me. You gotta believe in me. You gotta come on. And I was like, whoo, you're gonna have to work this out, Jesus. And then I got my 5th. I could not even imagine my life without them. Not any of them. All 5 blessings. Didn't know I need them. I said 1. 1 is alone. You added 4 more. I ain't say 1 plus 4. I said 1. But He knew I needed 4 more to make it complete. He knew I needed 4 more. And I do, because they are all blessings. All of them. All of them blessings. I know I wanted someone who was good for me. Okay. Nothing is perfect. Overstood. We got to make compromise and pray together about it. Yes, prayer. Geeky girls, did you eat your cornbread, Auntie? I did not. I didn't get it, bread. That's good, Riz. You were blessed, but everyone didn't have that. No, not everybody's situation is the same. God is great, bro. Did you watch Creflo Dollar Relationship Advice Before Tom and Jerry? Hey, he's still here. Thank you for still being at Miss B. Probably was. You might be working now. Scorpio Mama, dang, I missed her too. Hello, everyone coming in. Thanks for the acknowledgement, Scorpio Mom. Rob, make this go viral. What's up? Yes, say hi to make this go viral. Miss V in the house. Thanks for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Pete. I really appreciate it. I hope you hear me saying that. I really, really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Miss Betty reminded everybody to do the thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you very much. We're an hour and 9 minutes in. I think we're going to make the 2 hours today, you all, if you're here, if you were willing and ready. If you want to stay a little while. Heather came in. Title, Women. We got this. I think we can have it. APP, just not all at once. No. Not all at once all the time. Sometimes you can't have it all at once, but I couldn't have it all at once. I'm glad I didn't get it all at once, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm a person, I need to take it in segments. I don't need to be overwhelmed and overloaded. I need to be able to like segment things and navigate my way through it to figure it out. How you all miss me? I'm the big mouth of YouTube. Everybody missed you. 21st century, 100 plus more each. Some do more than others at different times. We pick up each other's slack in our house. Yes. Heather, hello, how you doing? 100%. Hey, make this go viral. All in that APP. Let me scroll. 50-50. That's worse than 80-20. Yes, it is. It depends on who you ask, though, Rob. Mr. P. Okay, everybody speaking. Gotta go all in or move on. Yeah, gotta go. You gotta go all in. Like, get that person all of you. I don't want people, like, I tell my husband, I'm like, you know who you married. Like, you know. And he can't say he doesn't. Like, he literally knows, because I tell you, if I've changed in some areas, I'm like, listen, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. He says, I'm too wordy. Like, Dre, you very wordy. Like, I have a whole lot of words in this mouth. A whole lot of words. It's like, be a little bit more concise. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. I can be, I guess, but why I need to be concise? I'm gonna be me. I like detail. I like talking in detail. So he could not ever say he does not know what I need. I require this. I'm going to tell you. I don't like what you did. I'm gonna tell you. You gonna know. Oh, you're gonna know. It's not gonna be a misunderstanding. Gotta go all in. Rob, absolutely. Nice to meet you, Scorpio Mama. Riaz, I only go to you go to mosque on Friday. Heather, I'm good. Yeah, GGJ. Just open up the door even more. Yes. Yeah, it did. COVID did. Yep. It did. It sure did. The devil is busy. Better believe that part. It's going to be worse before it gets better. Check the times. Do the research. Check the times. Do the research. Read your Bible. It's in there. Read Revelations. It's telling you. Like, we don't know the time or the hour. We don't know the day. We don't know none of that. So if somebody comes and tells you, oh, it's going to happen June 25th, 2025. They lying. They don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows the day or the hour. That person's lying to you. But you need to do your research, do your due diligence, read your Bible. That's why it's there. Read it, figure out, because you do have some signs. It tells you, you can be looking for these things, and you're getting closer to those signs. It tells you, but it's not specifically saying this is, it's not laying everything out in the outline as far as I saw it. I mean, but you have people who can interpret, who interpret the Bible differently. But do not be deceived, y'all. Don't be deceived. Look into it. Rhea, some folks go to church every day and it don't help at all. Some people do go to church every day and it don't help, because they just going to church. It's not going to church that's going to save you. It ain't the going to church part. It's not the going to church part. That's what people got to understand. It is the relationship. Do you have a relationship? Do you know the Father? If you know the Son, who is Jesus Christ, you know the Father. You know him. You can't see him, but if you know Jesus Christ, that's the same character as God. Like, if you know him, you know who God is. You know what he looks like. Just, did Jesus bring you in by being loving and, meeting your needs and all those things? That's the same God that you would serve. He is the same. He's a reflection. He is God. Jesus is the Son of God. So if you know who he is, you know God. And no, you can go to church for every conference. You can go to church for every meeting, every YPWW. Do y'all know what that is? Young People's Willing Workers. You can go to every meeting, every event that the church is having. It does not mean that it's signed, sealed, and delivered. No, it does not. You got to develop, you got to have that relationship. It's about relationship. Just know that before you leave here, if you don't know already. Time and energy cost money. Rhea, some folks, yeah, okay. Robin makes some words. The body is a temple. The building is supposed to be a place of fellowship. Yes. The building, when people say church, some people say church and they just get a misunderstanding of what church is. Church is the building. You go there to fellowship with other believers. You go there to fellowship with other people who are under the same roof that believe in the God that you believe in or believe in Jesus, right? You go there to fellowship. Rob said it best, because can you love God and be outside the walls of the church? Yeah. God's not just in that building. That's not the only place God dwells. You can talk to somebody on the street. You can talk to somebody on the street and still be a child of God, or you can still witness to people outside on the street. You don't have to only do it. In fact, you should not only do it in the walls of the church. The building is what I'm talking about. You should not only be doing it in the walls of the church. You should be talking to people on YouTube. You should be talking to people when you're walking down the street or in the grocery store. You don't have to be like, hit somebody on the head with a Jesus sign. I'm not talking about that. You'll show people the love of Christ by the way that you're living, by the way that you walk, by the way that you're talking. You know what? Maybe that person don't want to hear nothing about God, but could you invite them to, if you want to? Again, we talked about friendships. Like, do you feel comfortable enough to say, hey, let's go out and eat something? Maybe it's a friend that doesn't know God, and you're like, hey, well, you want to go out to eat? You can reach most people with food. People like food. Tell me, if you offer to buy somebody a coffee or something, if they love coffee, they're not going to turn it down. Go have some coffee with them and talk to them. Didn't Jesus do that? He broke bread with people today that the Pharisees and Sadducees, all of them didn't think he should be with, and he was with them. He spent time with people, commoners, right? He spent time with people that nobody else wanted to be around. The woman at the well, he went and talked to her, and people were like, why? Like, why is he talking to her? What he doing communicating with her? We don't talk to them. We don't talk to Samaritans. He talked to people that nobody wanted to talk to. He healed people that nobody wanted to touch. Think about the man with leprosy, the man who was, people didn't want to touch him. That was gross. Ew, I don't want to touch him. Jesus reached him. He didn't see that. So what am I saying? It's not just the church building. We got to stop. We got to get out of that mindset. That's why I said it is more convenient for people to look online. I go to church. I go to a church building to fellowship with others, but I look at sermons online. I listen to podcasts. So you can do it that way. But I'm just saying you need to make sure you got a good relationship, right? Just get a relationship with God. Spend a little time with them. How else do you form a relationship with somebody? You spend time with them, right? You don't just say, oh, yeah, I visited Jesus 2 weeks ago. He all right. He gonna be good. We good. If that's all you can give, but is that truly all you can give is 2 weeks? Every 2 weeks? Once every 2 weeks? Reevaluate yourself. And I'm not even here to preach. I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to get people to think about things. And I'm just trying to get people to think about things. So you had a relationship that you want to have with God, but what I'm saying is I'm gonna make sure I get some God time. That father-daughter time for me is very important. Very important. In the morning, I'm quick to look at my YouVersion Bible app. I'm like, okay, let me read this before I start my day, because I want my day to be the best it can be. I don't want to go out and people talking to me any kind of way crazy, because they're gonna do it anyway. And I'm like, then I snap back at you because you got on my nerves. I read that Bible. That set the tone for my day. That set the foundation. Now you can say something. I might walk right on past you. Okay. Sorry you feel that way. I probably won't even say sorry you feel that way. All right, that's your opinion. All right, I look like a dog. All right, whatever. Okay. Oh, you don't like my hair? All right. You don't like my clothes either? So fine. Good thing you don't like them. You're not wearing them. I'm wearing them, so I like them. You don't have to. Okay, let me see. Rob, exactly. I agree with you, GGJ. Geeky, I remember God is watching, always watching. He's always watching. He's everywhere, beholding the good and the bad. Exactly, GGJ. Rob, the only reason I remain a virgin, I fear sin of Zena. Geeky, exactly. I don't know. I don't know the mama. Oh man, modern women. Why the mask, Rob? Traditions change, but it's more grounded. I'm so grateful for you guys with positive content. Thank you so much, Scorpio Mom. I'm so grateful that you came in and you spending some time with me. An hour and 19 minutes in. I know Miss Betty probably telling me something, and I ain't even get to her yet. We don't do no spend the nights either. No, ain't gonna be no spend the nights. No spending the nights for me. Rob, for me, I am a mixture of Western and Pakistani culture. Scorpio, absolutely right. That spend the night is a no. No, it's a no. We living in some dangerous times, y'all. And I understood when I got older. I understood why my parents didn't let me spend the night over people's house. And then also, we ain't gonna even talk about you send your child to somebody's house you know nothing about. You don't even know what kind of spirits they got in their house. What if they into some stuff and you are not in agreement with that? And then now your child come home acting a certain way. Some of you might not believe in what I'm saying, but let me tell you what: we don't wrestle. It's not the flesh. It's I'm trying not to even get into this. I was supposed to be talking about modern women and traditional women, but I'm telling y'all, it's spiritual warfare out there. Do not allow your kids to go to any and everybody's house. They come back in this house acting weird and strange, and you be like, I don't know what happened. I just let them go over such and such house. Make the connection. They don't need to go back to such and such house. They come in here acting like something you ain't ever seen. You second guess it. You'll second guess what you do. Wild things happen at other people's house. Wow, really wild. You don't know what people doing. When they close that door, you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. I'm like real hesitant a lot of times. My kids want to go over friends' house. I'm like, I don't even want you to go over your friend's house. I don't even want you over there. Forget the spend the night thing. I'm like, I don't know, y'all. It's very difficult for me to just let them go and not just, I'm like, I'm not in there with you. I don't know what's happening. But I know they're kids and kids want to be, around friends and stuff. I'll be like, y'all, let's meet up at the mall, somewhere open where I can see you. I can be in the vicinity. I won't be right under you. Like I'll be all the way down there, but at least, I don't know, it's just different for me. Right, they spend the night. It seems like the most of y'all are like me with the spend the night thing, as far as I'm seeing. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not the babysitter, but if you need me and I'm available, I can watch them. But if they had, I'm going you all spoken like basic training. Rob, that is funny. Exactly. You say I ain't the babysitter, but if you need him, yeah. Hello, beautiful. I'm late. Okay. Exactly, GJ Rob. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Tell people what you think. Tell them. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Just tell them. No, I'm not. I can't do that. Young Riz, the Westerns off the chain right now. Okay. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Cherry. Ask my grandboys. See, I like wearing a bandana. Sloppy seconds suck, real talk. Yeah, ain't nobody, no sloppy seconds for me. Good afternoon. Hey, Girl Dad. Girl Dad made this nice, tasty looking Cornish hen. So if anybody wants, want to learn how to cook it, go on over and watch him. Or, need some meal prep ideas, go see him and Jamia. Don't see me because I'm trying to figure it out myself still. Girl Dad. Hi, Girl Dad. Rob, how was the training? They still do in some places. Facts. Only real men do that. I know. Bring the real men. I don't want to get nothing started on these YouTube streets, but bring men, real men. Like, remember how Slim Shady said, can a real Slim Shady stand up? Remember that song? Men, stand up. I'm telling you all. Women, we like a nice man with a backbone. I like a man with a backbone. I ain't gonna speak for everybody else. I like a man with a backbone. Me, Andrea. I like a man with a backbone. That's why I married one with a backbone. That's different from somebody abusing you and all that stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm not down with that. I'm talking about somebody who can stand up for what they believe in, and they ain't gonna let you sway. No, I don't believe in that, and I'm gonna stand my ground. So somebody with a backbone, and then somebody who can come, come get beside your brother and encourage him. It's not wrong with that, man. I'm not like I said, I'm not a man. I can't speak for men. I'm just saying I love to see it when men support each other and men hold men accountable. I don't know. I love it. I love it. Hey, Cherry Head, 100%. It was great. You're the bomb. I'm glad we're connected. Okay. Most men take up for each other. Yeah, I guess depending on the situation too, right? They take up for each other. Women take up for each other. And that's the thing. You all, what do y'all think about this? They call it the toxic relationships and stuff like that, where and that's kind of going into modern, talking about modern women and traditional women. That's kind of what I was thinking about. And I don't know. It's just to me, I feel like it's just such it's strategic. Like you have the men going at the women, the women going at the men. Pretty soon, nobody's gonna like anybody, and then but then what? We can't procreate. You can't come together. Everybody hate each other. The men don't like the women don't like the men. Everybody talking down about each other. By the way, just in case it's not clear, like I believe in women's rights, but I love my men. Forget that. I'm just saying I don't have any beef with men. I want a man to be a man. Man, just be a man. Um, and I realize that not everybody's going to agree with that. I don't care. That's my thoughts. Like I said earlier, man, be a man, a woman, and people have different interpretations of that because some people feel like you got to have an all or nothing. Like if a man has to be this specific way or a woman has to be this specific way. And that's what I was thinking about with the modern dating versus the traditional. Do you think that a woman has to be this specific way to be traditional or a woman has to be this specific way to be modern? Because I'm going to look at your comments and I'll tell you what I think about it because I'm still trying to get through the other parts of it. So y'all can talk about that while I'm scrolling down. But I'm gonna tell you all what my thoughts are on that. I have issue with certain things. Rob Facts, that's how it's supposed to be, GGJ. Men, yeah, men be men, and not this. Oh, absolutely, Rob. Exactly, Cherry. Same for the ladies too. Yes, but and I here to talk about femininity, and I here to talk about modern women. I here to talk about it's another term that I saw about women. I can't remember what it was, but I see all these different terms. And I was looking at the definitions, y'all. I wanted to share my screen because I was like, even the definitions, as I was looking at modern women, they were different definitions of what a modern woman was, right? And I'm like, they're not even consistent. So how you gonna tell me if I'm a modern woman that I'm supposed to act this specific way? I don't like to be boxed in. I'm gonna tell you all about Andrea right now. I do not like to be boxed in. So if people are saying this is how you're supposed to act, and I don't act like this specific person that they want to categorize me as, I don't get with that. I'm Andrea. That's how I act. I act like Andrea. And you should act like you. You should act like you. Don't act. We're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it. Let me go through y'all comments. That's how it's supposed to be. Exactly, Cherry. Absolutely, Rob. Pull your pants up, fellas. That's a man calling y'all to it. Pull your pants up, fellas. Pull them up. I know, but some people, I heard I won't say, but somebody who's in our presence that said they don't have a problem with that. I don't know. Men, you men, tell the young people. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Men are supposed to help the younger men, right? Women, older women, we're supposed to help the younger women out. And that doesn't mean like you try to control them, but I think we all can help each other out, give good advice. And then the younger people, you take what works for you. But we got to remember, we don't have nobody has the answer to everything. But I know when we work collaboratively and then you look at, okay, this is what Miss Betty said, this is what Rob said, this is what Rhea said, this is what Hey Cherry Hey said, this is what Latoya said, this is what Scorpio Mama said. And you take pieces, you take those pieces of information and you make it work. You make it work for you. You know what? And I don't know, respect just sometimes I feel like that thing just flew so far out the window. I hope we can get it back. Pull your pants up, fellas. Rob Albanks, yes. Hey, Jerry. Men, pay your child support. Please, please. Scorpio Mama is pleading. Men, pay your child support. If you brought a child into this world, it is your responsibility to take care of that child. What happened? What are we talking about? How are you just saying, okay, I brought him in this world, but I don't care what that. I don't care what happens to that child. That is your child. I'm not even trying to be preachy. I'm just saying I could not see myself bringing a child into this world and being like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that child. Well, you and your own kid. Good luck. Good luck with that. Yeah, pay. That's your child. Don't you want to see your child successful? Don't you want to see your child succeed? Don't you want to see your child happy and healthy? I'm just saying, don't you? Exactly, Cherry. Same for the ladies too. Yep. Same for the ladies. You gotta, let's see, traditional halal. These young folks won't last. Ladies, stop. When I did that, it skipped through a lot of y'all comments. Ooh, this topic. Oh, hey, LP. Oh, I know we getting into it, LP. I know. If y'all give me a second to go back, because I don't know how I keep skipping all the comments like this. I'm like scrolling down the same exact way I've been scrolling down, but then decide to skip. I guess it's like, hey, Andre, get to what we're talking about. Maybe I need to go all the way to the bottom so I can catch up because I'm so far behind with y'all. Hey, Cherry, and I like a nice big girl, but my goodness, too much cake is sickening. I don't want you want diabetes because of the cake. God is great. On peace, yes, hallelujah. Night by 100%. I'm a living witness on my book. Oh, I'm a living witness. Wait on my book, says Scorpio Mama. I'm on the floor. I was adopted at the age of 3. Okay. Oh, wow. You probably have a good story, Scorpio Mama. You have a story. So you have a testimony. Hey, Cherry. Hey, we going to be smiling in heaven all day, every day, messing with me. Man, all of you comedians, I can't wait to see you. Oh, look, I want to be around y'all in heaven. I want to smile. Look, I told my kids, this is what my interpretation of heaven is. I don't think anything that you dislike will be in heaven. I think only good things will be there. Only the things that you love, because that's heaven. I mean, being with the Father, that's heaven. That's enough. But I just think everything, like, it's just beyond your wildest imagination. I can't wait to go. I'm just saying, I can't wait till I get there. Like, I really want to see it. The streets paved in gold, and I just think my place is gonna be all that. I know it is. It's gonna be like, oh, girl, this is what you've been waiting for. Right. And I just think all the things that you dislike will be in the other place. Right. All the things you dislike. It says it's gonna be a gnashing of teeth. Why would you want to be somewhere that's a gnashing of teeth? First of all, I don't. Your choice though. I don't want to be burning all the days of my life after eternity. Like, I don't want to do that. I have been in the background listening. I'm at work, but I agree with everything you said as well as with the chat. I hope everyone is having a great day. Name twin. Hey, if you're still in here. Hey, I love it. Y'all are hilarious. I love reading these comments. I know I'm behind, but y'all just give me some time. I'm gonna catch up. GGJ, speak on it. I love it. The spirit is here. Woo! You don't even understand. Not Rob, not you don't understand. You get it. I'm just talking about somebody else on the side of the screen who don't know God. Y'all, I just get the chills. Woo! Talking about Jesus. And you all bring it out of me every time. I'm like, Andrea, be calm. Just be. But then that ain't even being Andrea if I ain't being myself. I'm this. This is me. If y'all ever wonder what I'm like in my natural habitat, this is me. This is how I act all the time. All the time. I had to, in fact, ask my husband last night. I was like, do I do too much? Like, am I doing too much for you? Am I too much for you? Because he's like, God knew he can be too much sometimes too, but he more like chill. I told y'all he delivered my second baby on the highway. So that gives you a kind of idea of what he was. I would not have been any good. If I had delivered somebody's baby on the highway, I probably would have been, oh my gosh, she's coming. They coming. What we gonna do? Give me. I mean, I don't know if I was in that situation. I probably would have been, okay, I need the blankets. I need this. Give me that. My husband was just like, and I'm like, how in the world are you that calm delivering the child? Like, I don't know. Thank God for him, though. All right, so let me get to you all. It's not about me. It's about you. I got to get back. Rob just got me amped. That's it. Rob, you did it. He did it for Sarah, and she was 90 when she conceived. I know. See, I wasn't that old, but he did it. God did it. I'm telling y'all. If you know how some people say, you don't know what I've been through. Like, they don't know what you've been through. They don't know your whole story. That's why you share it. You share your testimony. If you're not there yet, like, I understand that. If you need to heal first, before you share, you do that. Don't tell something that you did not quite heal from yet, and then you just feel like, I don't want to do that. You got every right not to share it. Share when it's time for you to share it. And she knew she was finished. I did too. I knew. That's why she laughed. I think I laughed at the point too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I laughed. In fact, when I saw my pregnancy test with my fourth, I laughed. I straight up laughed. I was laughing for a long time. And my husband was like, "What's funny?" I was like, "Oh, you gonna, oh, you gonna think this funny too." And then with the last one, why he doing walking across my grass like that? Mm. And then with my last, I was like, "You got to be kidding me, Jesus." And I just started laughing. Like if somebody were watching me, they probably would have thought I wasn't wrapped up too tight. But I literally looked at it and I just started laughing. It was humorous to me because I was like, I'm done, I'm done, I ain't doing it. I'm good. Lord, done. Don't ask, finish. And he was like, no, trust me, you're doing it again. It's happening. It's here. You got it. You got this. Just do it. And I'm like, funny. We gonna see how this work out. And it's hilarious. But I would not take it back. I wouldn't even change it. Andrea was done, but God wasn't. Not definitely bless you. Bless y'all. Rob, Cherry, everybody in here. Bless you all. You all are. You all. I mean, I feed off of you too. Like this is a mutual relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's mutual. The feeling is mutual. Bless you. Bless all y'all. I see that fire. Trust and believe. Women not having babies like they should. We are here to procreate. Yeah, that's we here to procreate. Why else do we have these parts? You know what I mean? Like, why else we got these parts? I don't have these parts for nothing. I recognize that. When I had to nurse my kids, y'all, I really realized why these things were important. I was like, thank you, God, because it saved me some money. First of all, a lot of money. I didn't have to go wait in line to go buy stuff. I was already, I'm good. It was ready to go all the time. I ain't had to do no prepping. I mean, at one time, like I told y'all, my husband, I thought it was a long time. Let me clear some things up because I don't want y'all to think I was an unfit mother. I wasn't. But I was at my doctor's appointment when I was telling you all about the last time with my daughter and she was hungry because I was nursing, but I was on a timer because my kids like to eat. It was like every hour and a half. They didn't even give me 2 hours. Every hour and a half on the dot. And my doctor's appointment went over and I was rushing. I was like 5 minutes away. But my husband said that felt like a lifetime. And I can imagine because my kids used to scream, scream, scream like they ain't, oh my God, you would think they ain't never eat. But they were hungry. And I was like, all right. I ain't had to warm nothing up. I ain't had to mix nothing. I was just like, let's go. And that was good because it would have taken me another however long to take the prepared bottles. I don't even know. And my kids were so my kids, they wouldn't even take a bottle. It didn't matter if I pumped and put something in it. And I know, I'm sorry, men, but you need to know this too. It ain't just for the ladies. So when I put something in the bottle, just that whole nipple thing, they was like, no, I don't know who you think you dealing with, lady, but you better get on your job. So I just had to say that because God is good. Like he's good. He knew. And also because I did it, other people in my family were like, oh, okay, she did it. I can do it. And I would tell them, listen, you can do it. God equips you. He gives you what you need. He gave you, he allowed me to share my experience with you so that you can go through it, right? He allowed that. He allowed you all here today, over here in this comment section, to share your stories so that other people will read it and know that they can make it through, right? He allowed all this to happen. It is not a coincidence. Please don't believe that. It's not a coincidence. This was supposed to happen. It happened the way it was supposed to happen. The title might have brought you all in, because have we really talked about modern women? No. We kind of talking about it, but it brought you in. So it was meant for you to hear this, wasn't it? Working and listening. Yay! Miss B. Hey, Treya. I kept hearing you still don't believe. Wait. I kept hearing you still don't believe, do you? And go ahead, GGJ. You got this. Whew, thank you. I needed y'all. I need that. Only God knows. Only God. Right? He's in me and in my house. Yes, in my home. Everywhere the Most High is with me. He is with you everywhere you go. Wherever I go, God's with me. God is with you wherever you go. Do not let people tell you he's not. How can somebody who created, think about it, even if you did not believe in God, somebody who created the universe, somebody who created the galaxies, somebody who created things that we don't even know exist. They say we have galaxies and stuff. We don't even know they exist, right? There's only so much we can know as human beings. And I don't care. We have scientists that are brilliant. We have brilliant minds. Like I have daughters here, and I'm like, man, they are so smart. I know they're gonna make an impact on the world. But my point is that as much as they know, we're still not going to know everything in detail and in this intricacies. So you got to know that there is something beyond you. There is a higher power. There is a God, right? There is a God. Who thought about grass? Who created grass? Like God can't, he just one day was like, okay, I want grass, blades of grass. That's what we're gonna do. Bees, right? Wasps. I mean, my husband was in the backyard yesterday on our deck, and we have like this, it's like a cabana type thing where it covers the one half of the deck because it wraps around. And these wasps just had all these wasp nests where they set up right in the top of the roof of it. And I'm just like, he's out there like just getting them. And I'm just like, don't get stung. I'm in the house. I had the screen door closed. Shit, ain't nothing getting me. And I was like, he was like, well, you close the door. I said, listen, if I see you running, I'll open it. Come on. But I'm not about to stand out there and get, please. My point is, he created all that. The honeycomb. Who knew bees had to pollinate this? Bees had to do that. People, I mean, just all those little things you don't even think about. Like we might take stuff for granted. H2O, right? Water, oxygen, all those things. He was so detailed and knew we needed all these things to survive that he did it. Thank God I ain't got, I told y'all that before, because this earth will probably be plain as ever. It will probably be plain. Here goes some trees. Here's a little grass. Here's some dirt. Make the best out of the situation. A couple flowers. But I might give you a little, probably wouldn't give you insects. I don't know about that. Probably would have gave you a couple animals. But I don't know that I could have thought about all that. That's why I don't need to. I don't have to do all that because I'm not God. I'm Andrea. I do what I'm supposed to do. I let God be God. And he's doing a wonderful job of it. I might add, great job. So I don't even try. Where we at? Not the Jesus side. All right. Believe me, you all going against the grain with the righteous walk. YouTube like the mess. I know YouTube. I don't know if YouTube is, I don't know how they feel about me right now, y'all. Everybody got to eat, right? Everybody, Rob. I'm so grateful to just be breathing. Just grateful to be alive. Lord, thank you for waking me up this morning. Lord, thank you for bringing the people in the live that are here today, that are breathing, that are healthy. And if you're facing some type of health, some type of situation, give it to God. Give it to God. No, that is not for you to bear. Give it to God and watch him ease your mind. I'm not saying he's going to take it away. I don't know. I don't know what his plan is for your life. Maybe he's using you as an example. Maybe so. I was looking at this one guy. His name is Myron Golden. He was talking about, and I like listening to him. He's a businessman, but he's also a believer. And he was talking about how he had polio, and as a child, he wanted to run like his brothers, and he wanted to run. But he's like, he finally realized, he has polio for a reason. And my point in bringing this up is, I don't wish the worst for you. I wish the best for you. Like I always want the best for whoever is listening to me. And God wants the best for you. But what if he's using that thing to bring somebody else in? You're the vessel that he's using to show somebody that you don't have an excuse. Okay, she has diabetes, but she still praises, right? Or his leg, he has a broken leg, but he can do this. Or he had a heart attack. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm not talking about anybody specifically, right? But he uses everybody. He uses our situations for the good. So if he uses our situations for good, and if something happens to you, like those things that happened to me that I shared with you, he used that for my good. I saw how God used that for my good. He also used it for good of those around me, because it changed the lives of some of those around me. I was able to share with them. Hopefully the things I say to you will have some impact on you, right? So he uses all those situations for good. You may not see it, you may not understand it, and you don't have to. We're human. We're not God. You're not gonna think. You're not gonna think the way God thinks. You just need to believe. You just need to have faith. You just need to understand that He has it all. He has it all right in the palm of His hands, or not. Maybe at His fingertip. I don't know. I'm just saying, I know He has it all together. When I felt like I was like, okay, God, this is too much. This is too much for me. I'm overwhelmed. And I will tell Him in a minute, God, you already know. You know this is too much for me. Too much for me. But He was like, no, it's not. I need you to trust me. Get yourself together and do what I said. That's the message I got. I don't know how you all hear, but that's how I hear it. All right, let me go on ahead and get off my soapbox and keep on walking. Well, Scorpio Mama, God is even greater than YT. Very much so, y'all. We will be smiling, brother, and rejoicing in him. Yes, we are going to have a good old time. Y'all talking about a big old party? I think that's what it's going to be, a big old Holy Ghost party. I think it's just going to be lovely. Jesus turned water into wine. He might have some of that too. I don't know. Whatever he got at the party, I want to be a part of it. And I don't care if I'm the first or the last. If I'm the last, I don't even care. I don't even care. I just want to get in. I don't care. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. I could be the last name on the list. I just want to go. I don't even care. Hey, 6, Geeky Girl Gang. Talk that talk, Rob. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all, let's go. I love this kind of conversation. Hey, Cherry. Everybody speaking. 6 Bows is back. Rob, let's talk about these women then. Modern versus traditional. Nicki Minaj. Oh, my God. That's a no-brainer. I love you, Grandma. I love you too, Grandma. I came in and bring the real men. Yes, amen. 6 Bows, I'm proud of you. Yay, 6 Bows, I'm proud of you. 6 Bows, what else happened? Did I miss something? Ooh, this topic. I'm telling you, Cherry, I be talking. That's probably why folks be talking trash behind my back. But I ain't tripping. Don't trip, Rob, because let them talk. I know people talk behind my back. I don't even care. Let them talk. Bye. Go. Do what you're going to do. Because I'm going to still do me. Your Gma don't want, Rob. Nikki can't make no homemade food. Ooh, y'all don't start talking about food right now. A no-brainer, Cherry. Most men don't want to acknowledge anything unless it's about them. Ooh, girl, we got to work on that, 6 Bows, though. We got some stand-up men, though, in this chat, though. So I just want men, just be a reflection of what you want to see in the community. Like, if you want real men to stand up, you be that real man. And maybe, people will see that this is what a real man looks like. This is what real men do. Women, too, we got to be accountable, too. This is what a woman looks like. This is what real women do. We take care of ours. We respect ourselves. Right? We do what real women do. And you got to decide that, what you think that is. 100% Cell Girl Dad. Like I said, a God-fearing man, these modern women don't want that. Many just want the baller, but they had them types back in the day too. See, now me, I don't know, like I didn't go for the baller type. I went for somebody that I knew had my back and that looked out for me and loved me. They ain't never had to have the most money. I've never been that girl, and I can only speak for myself. Like I want to be with somebody that I love, that makes me happy, that makes me laugh, over the millionaire that I'm just sitting in their room with and I'm miserable and they can't do nothing for me but buy me things. Those vanity things, it might be nice for the moment. Oh, I got the latest and greatest vehicle. Oh, look at my house. But you're sitting in a big old house with a nice car with somebody you don't even like. Does that make sense to somebody? Did that even make sense? I don't want to be in a big old house, had the best car, had the best everything else, all the money, but I'm miserable. And I'm sitting up looking at you sideways because I don't even like you. No, give me the person that I love, that I can build with, that loves me for me, right? And that can just love on me. Forget all the other stuff. Forget all the other stuff. That'll come. If my treasure is in God, I'm going to get the desires of my heart. God is too great. Hey, Miss Betty, what's up? Miss Betty put the thumbs up. That good grass too. Thank you, Lord. Y'all are funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Smack those thumbs up, people. Hey, Tim. I know you've probably been here forever, and I'm just seeing your name. I'm sorry. Hey, Tim, thank you for doing the thumbs up. Tim, thank you so much. That's a skill. This is LP. That's awesome. Hey, Jerry, that's a skill. However minor it seems, it's a skill. What's a skill? Oh, wait, I realized that I was far behind in the videos. Like, disregard, I had to forward it. Girl, you behind and I'm behind. We both behind. And I'm way behind. I'm much further than you, twin. Much further. Much further. I've never filed for child support. I've never had to do that. My husband and I share the same children, so I've never had to do that. I've never had to do that. Girl, my heart goes out for those people who do. I want to move up so I can see if you were talking about it. 6. I feel you, Rob, but we can care two checks about them. I say it don't affect my pay, it don't affect my day. That's right. And that's one, yes. People love talking about other people's issues and they'll have the same issue. Yep. I'm just going to observe. That's all. It ain't none of my business. I'm just going to observe and I have my thoughts about it, but I mean, I really do want the men to stand up. I want the women to stand up too. It go both ways, both ways, both ways. Exactly, Andre. I love you for that. Let's get it. Let's go, y'all. Exactly, GJ. Because ain't nobody perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. None of us. They don't love themselves. They can't love others. Child support is like getting a coupon for parenting expenses. It doesn't cover the entire cost. I've never been in that situation, six, ever. But I know people in that situation and I hear how hard it is. And no, kids are expensive. Kids are expensive. That's why I said people need to do their part. Do your part. You brought the child into the world. You need to take care of the child. You did it. It's not that child's responsibility to try to figure out where their next meal is coming from. And I'm sure the person who is taking care of them is doing the best that they can do. And no, I'm looking at what Six is saying. It does not cover their entire cost because they still need school supplies late at night. They need clothes. They want to eat all the time. They want to snack. They need electronics or whatever it is you provide for your kids. I'm not trying to tell you all how to raise your kids. Never that. What I'm saying is kids need things. Those people who have kids or who are around kids, no kids require a lot. So if somebody has a child and they think that it's okay to walk out on their child and not provide, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the issues that have to be addressed that people are not talking about. Like I don't know. Rob talked about it, and we've been talking about that in this chat. And God bless you all that have to do it by yourself. God bless you. A dude that don't take care of his own blood is lame. Yes, sorry for this. That's okay. I just won't say it. And I agree. Like how are you gonna have somebody out there but you're not taking care? I don't know. That's number one. You got to love yourself first. Men think because they pay child support that makes them a father. I can't just observe this topic. You don't have to join. I see you've been joining in 600. Have you ever filed? No, I have not. I've not had to do that. Six. My husband is the father of my 5 girls, so I've never had to do that, and I pray that I would never ever have to do that because that's an experience I don't want to have. I'll just say that. I was in Kuwait back in the day, and those women versus their modern women. Riaz knows modern women too caught up in worldly possessions. That child support ain't nothing else. But for them folks to be in the business, we as a people have to learn to communicate with one another and keep them out of it. I can go on, but I know I digress. We can go on and on about this. We could talk about that another time. I mean, we're talking about it right now. And maybe, this is the discussion that needs to happen so that people can see it if they're in this position. And I'm very glad to be able to facilitate it. Thank you. Thank you all. I'm still here in the background. Thank you. You are far behind the chat. I know I am. Dre, I don't even know if I can catch up. They can't cook and clean. Okay. Hey, GA girl. If you're still in here, thank you for coming in. GGJ, yes, God did that. Here watching. Thank you. Women things showing there is empowering. Men who like to watch are laughing, saying, go ahead, empower yourselves. Give it away like you're a billboard. Yeah, wait, I realized that I was far behind in the video. My grandmother taught me to wash my clothes by hand, and I love her for that. At first, I didn't want to learn because I'm young, thinking I ain't got time for this. Don't we all think that? But I thank my creator for learning. Yes. Tim Windsor is at work, but stopping by, showing love. Thank you for that. Drea, tighten up over there, fam. Right? She probably good right now. It's me. I need to tighten up. I need to tighten up on these chat skills because my chat skills terrible. Cherry, Drea, Rob. Okay. That's a skill, however minor. Smack those thumbs up. I saw that. 6 blows. Scorpio. I'm so grateful living in the Virgin Islands was the best. Never needed a washing machine. Fill my bathtub and wash my clothes and hang it on a dry line. Oh, yeah. Create everything. How can you doubt that? I don't know how people doubt it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out because I don't know how that works. Miss Betty with the reminder, the thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you all. An hour and 53 minutes in. I still ain't get to the bottom of the chat, but I'm going to get there. Hey, Miss Betty, what's up? Hey, 6 Bowls. Hey, God is too great. LP, you know what. Okay, now let me read Hey Cherry. Hey, you know what be grinding my gears is when folks say I woke myself up and I'm like, If that was true, how come you can't wake yourself up from the deep sleep? Folks be tripping. Yeah, that's tripping. You ain't wake yourself up. You better stop it. You better stop because it's only one that did it. You know, God is way better than YT. Don't forget it. Way better. That's why sometimes you all, like I said, I was looking at analytics and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, Andre, don't trip. It is not. This ain't YT. It ain't about no YT. It's God. Let God be God, and God gonna work all this out. I'm not even concerned about it. He can work it out. Jesus gonna work it out. Jesus gonna work it out if you let him. Wake up, Cherry. Cherry! Gossip and judgment comes from the people who talk about God the most. Yeah, and others. I mean, I've heard it both ways, and I don't know. That's why I say I just try to mind my business. I don't be worried about what other people doing. And plus, I got too much business to mind. So while I'm over here minding all my business, I don't have time to worry about what other people got going on. And I'm very good at minding my business because it's a lot happening up in this house. I got my kids, I got my husband. That's enough to worry about. I don't be worried about what other people do over in their mind. They gotta mind their business like I'm minding my business. Hey, Mr. Steve, checking in. Peace and blessing to you and your family. Dre Lachey, that just brought me so much peace. You are not going to outthink God. Never. You cannot outthink God. Why are you trying? Like, huh? What even made you think you could? That was named to it that said that. Drea, 6 bowls. Only God can judge me. Last time I checked, talk is still cheap. Last time I checked too. What's that song by Nipsey? Last time that I checked, right? Only God. He the only person. I think my laptop want me to get down to the bottom. Maybe I should scroll down and then go back up. That way I know where you all are right now. Let's see. Deacon. Oh, Deacon Terry didn't. Hey, Associate Minister in Reserve, Deacon Mr. Terry Jones. Thank you for coming on in here, coming on in. Let's see. He said, reminder, viewers of this YouTube live stream broadcast, please set an alarm on your cell phone for each of these wonderful, informative, and entertaining YouTube live stream broadcasts. Thank you, Mr. Terry. You came in. Thank you. You can join right on in the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel get a positive rating with YouTube algorithm. It also helps. It sure does. Miss Betty, remember I was telling you all about my shorts with my kids, and I'm telling y'all, those shorts, and I pulled it up so I can show you all if I can get through these comments because I want to acknowledge you all. But say for example, I don't want to say for example, I'm gonna just show you all if you all willing to stay for a minute to see videos to be exposed to social media. Okay, let me move up, Mr. Cherry. Mr. Cherry. Mr. Terry. I'm trying so hard to talk fast and I'm messing up your name. Sorry about that. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. Rob said, children cost money. Somebody better do their research and stop looking at. Yes. I ain't gonna say that, but yep, because these BBLs is killing the game. Whoever made that need to be stoned. How you gonna tamper with God's creation? Man, I said, oh, okay. My daughter was showing me a picture of one that was like a BBL going wrong. And I was like, see, I don't know. People can do what they want to do with their bodies. All my stuff is natural. Like my kids took all this, but it's all right. Because I said, be careful what you pray for. Because I remember when I had more of it, and I was like, Lord, you need to like decrease that so I can run faster. And he did. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but it happened. But look, I got what I got. It's what God gave me. It's what I'm supposed to have, and I'm just gonna keep it. Like and share this live because it is gonna help someone, if not ourselves. Thank you. You were discussing child support. That's why I asked. Oh yeah, no, I've never had it 6 bowls, and it's okay. I was talking about child support. I don't even know why I started talking about it. Probably talking. Oh, I was talking about men standing up and women standing up, putting on your big girl underwear, putting on your big boy underwear, and being a man and being a woman. And I know people's definition about that varies. Like being a man and being a woman varies, but whatever your definition is of that, be it. Don't leave these kids out here looking some kind of way, and you not being in their lives and taking part and doing what you know what you should be doing. Your heart, something in your gut has to say, I know I'm a dad or I'm a mom. I need to do more. I need to give more, whether it's financially, emotionally, whatever it is. Like you can't tell me the Lord ain't telling you. He not saying, hey, you got to do better. You need to do better. So let me move up. You know, GJ, our natural eyes want to see a good-looking person, but the great one use crooks and no pun intended, even murderers too. So there it is. Yeah, he did. He can use anybody, and he did. He used all types of people. Miss Betty Tim said, hey, Miss Betty, GA girl, thank you for coming in. If I didn't say that already, Brother Steve, Tim, you know, we might hear God differently, but the outcome will be the same. Yeah, we hear it. And I know people like, you know, when people give you like, those of you who have ever like somebody spoken to your life or gave or said, you know, gave you a word from the Lord, if you know what I'm saying, if you've ever gotten a word from God from somebody else, you better fact check them. Like if that thing is not in alignment with what God says about you or what God said, and a lot of times God has already told you. And if that person's saying something that's, you know what I mean, like left field, all the way out there, and you like, I don't know what you're talking about. We need to get it back. You ain't got to listen to what they say. You better go to the Lord with it. Like, don't just believe in what people are telling you. Maybe that's just me. I'm be like, listen, God didn't tell me that. I know if that was for me, God would have let me know. He would have let me know that, Andrea, you supposed to be doing whatever I said to do. I don't want to throw an example out there, but I know that if it was for me to know, God would have already let me know. And now you come and you're going to confirm it, right? You're going to confirm it. Or I'll hear from somebody I trust that I know is not trying to tell me lies. I got some trustworthy people around me who are honest with me. Did you hear that? Did God tell you that about me? Oh, he didn't tell me that either. Nah, I don't believe that. Did I see it in the Bible when I was looking through that Bible? Did I see anything in alignment with what you're talking about? Nah, I'm gonna just have to go ahead and tell you no. Let's throw that on back over there. Because sometimes we don't want to talk about this. Not everybody who's saying they coming as a man or woman of God is doing what God told them to do. Not everybody that's coming as a man or a woman of God is giving it to you the way that God gave it to them. They might be adding a little bit of seasoning in there. You know what I mean? Like they might be adding their own thing in there. Or they might have interpreted what God said and then gave you another interpretation. And you like, this don't sound like God. This don't sound like what God told me. You better pray about that thing. That's all I'm telling you. You better pray before you move. Because it hit differently. It might hit differently. You know, but most of the time, I will say this, most of the time when I've had somebody tell me something about God and it was in alignment, I felt that thing. I knew it was for me. I knew it was for me. Nobody had to say, Andrea, blah, blah, blah. No, I already know. I knew it was. And maybe that's because I had a relationship with God, but I knew. The father not going to tell somebody else and he ain't even telling his own child. How does that work? How does that work? That's like me going, I got my own kids right here. I'm telling them to do something, but I told the man across the street first, and I didn't even tell you. Why I'm telling the man across the street so the man across the street can come and tell you. I don't need him to come and be the mediator to come tell you. I can tell you. I'm your mother. I'm going to tell you. I don't need the man down the street or the woman down the street to come say, your mom said blah, blah, blah. No, my mom can tell me herself. My mom told me. My father told me. My father, God, already told me. You were just a confirmation. You were just the one that if I was in doubt that said, hey, you know, God told me to tell this about you. And I'm going to know because I feel it. Now, if you come over there with some mumbo jumbo, you need to go back the other way because I'm not even listening to you. Carry on. God can judge me. Last time I checked, talk is cheap. All right. I think I caught up, y'all. Did I catch up? That just brought me so much peace. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Oh, now let me scroll back down. Even though I feel like I missed some stuff in the middle. I did because remember I scrolled all the way down. You know what be grinding my gears. All right, I read that. I remember. All right. All right. If I missed your comment and you want me to say it, just tell me to scroll back up because it's very possible. There is definitely potential. There is definitely a possibility that I may have missed something that you put in this chat and I don't want to. So if you feel real strongly about me seeing right now during this live what you wrote, put your hands up so I can see you. And then I can go on to your comment. Otherwise, just know I will be reading it after this live. So if you don't see me reading now, I'll be reading them. I'll go back to it. Let me see. Right now, I'm trying to keep up. That's Mr. Terry. I saw him come in. All right, let's see. All right, Rob. That's right. That's right, Rob. And Mr. Terry. Okay, good. Let me go. Oh, Cabera Gaming. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. Jamie is in here. Hey, boo. Jamie, hey. I missed you, Jamie. So I did miss comments. Geeky girl in chat. Enjoy your beautiful, blessed day. Bye, Miss V. Thank you for coming in. biology doesn't equal good parenting or being a parent. Right. I agree with that. The mommy is by choice. The mother is by biology. Mommy is by choice. Yes. Why no music, Betty? Okay, that was from Miss Betty. Sunday school, right? Mr. Terry said, good afternoon. And Rob said, if you let him, we going to Sunday school, GJ. Yes, we are going to Sunday school. I've lived in some Sunday school, y'all. I was at Sunday school every Sunday. Every Sunday. You better believe it. And I'm glad I went. Viewers of this YouTube live stream blogs, please set an alarm clock. Cell phone for each of these wonderful lives. Thank you so much. Come on now, Rob. I know Rob is over there preaching. You say he a deacon? Deacon Rob? Rob, are you a deacon? Are you a deacon for real, Rob? I saw that Battle of the Bands. I love Battle of the Bands. HBCUs, I love it. I love it. It really helps. Okay, I'm just trying to go through these comments. Miss Betty, make sure it do not have music in the shorts. It don't have any music. Well, let me make sure I know what you're talking about. Why no music, Betty? Oh, that's why 6 asked about no music. Now I see. Okay, I'm gonna have to find out why. Miss Betty probably said something about it in a minute. Deacon Mr. Terry said the mother, I read that one. The father is by biology, the daddy is by choice. Biology doesn't equal being a parent. Hello from the gaming channel. Thank you so much. You by way of Scratch and Pete. Thank you. Scratch and Pete, keep singing, send them on in here. Geeky girl. I hope you have a great day. Miss V, if you're still in here, enjoy your day. I think you might have to work. Jamie in the bushes. Hey, Jamie. Jamie, you can chill out today. You ain't got to work today, honey. I feel so bad for the kids because some of these supposedly grown folks just be telling them lies and away from the word. Yeah, just don't be lying to people. That's my thing. Don't be. You better say that, Deacon. That's right, Deacon. Stop lying to these people. Stop covering stuff up. Stop. You remember all those secrets from back in the day when people just grandparents, great grandparents, they didn't want to tell. Maybe they were ashamed of things that happened, or maybe they just weren't comfortable talking about it. I don't know, but it's a lot of those secrets that should not have been kept. You know, like people not knowing who their real father was, stuff like that. I always feel like, if you're that person's father, like let them know. Like don't keep that from kids. That can be damaging and hurtful. And what about when they go to the doctor's appointment? You know how the doctor asks for your family history? They don't even know because they think this person their father and it's not, or that's their mother and it's not. And now they putting the wrong history down or don't put the history down at all. And now when things come up that you need to be treated for, they can't even properly figure things out a lot of times because they don't have your history, so they don't know, okay, where did this come from? How did they end up getting that? But if they look at your family history, if you know it, I mean, there's still some things I don't know about my family history. And I asked my parents, they don't even know some things. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just let people know as much as you can if it's within you to be able to get that type of information and get the most accurate information that you can. You might have inaccurate information. So that's why I say honesty is really the best policy. It really is, because it's just, thank you for sharing on the community, Cabera. Jamia, Minister Terry Jones, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. When you hear the great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit's call, are you going to pick up the telephone? That's what I want to know, Mr. Terry. Are you going to pick up? Hello, Jesus, is that you? I'm ready. I am ready. Please listen to the gospel song, Speak, Lord. God's trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. Gaming. Hey, Pete is awesome. Yeah, Pete is awesome, y'all. Jamia, Rob is speaking. Jamia, hey, boo. That's from 6. 6 Bowls is back. Exactly, GJ. That book got the answers. Oh, pray before you move, 100%. Yes, Rob. I'm with you on that. Let's see. There my kids are. We've been encouraged to pray. We haven't been encouraged to listen to the answers to our prayers or obey the answers to our prayers. Communication is a two-way street and not a one-way road. I'm looking at the clock, y'all, because I know I got to get y'all there. Exactly. The Spirit will let you know. Yes. Communication consists of speaking, but more importantly, listening. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Amen. Say, hey, Cherry, hey. Mr. Terry, hey, Cherry, hey. Exactly. Go the other way with that garbage. Just go. Like, go on. Get on out of here. I don't even accept that. Just drop by. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Kabira Gaming. Blessings, Miss V. Good afternoon to those that I missed. I got 4 eyes, not 400, right? That's me. Because short music will get a copyright strike. Oh, okay. I need to look at. You need something? The chat done got away from me too. Yes, this okay. Copyright on the live. Okay, I don't have any music. Miss Betty trying to tell us to make sure we watch out for the music when you're on live because it can get a copyright. I think is what she's saying. I was a deacon in training, but I dropped out. God does things for a reason, and I don't question it. Yep, just got my salad done for at least 5 days. Ooh, talk about it, Miss Betty. We must remember it's better to give a person the sour truth rather than the sugar-coated lie. I agree with that. Just give it to them and let them process it. Let them go to God about it. Let them figure it out. Let them heal. At least you gave them the truth. You weren't lying and making stuff up. Now they don't know that if they come and go and they're like, wait, but she said this and he said that. No, just tell them the truth. We must remember some people will feed you a lie just to see if you will eat it. A lot of secrets that don't need to be kept. I agree. It's a lot of them out there, Rob. And I say, I'm telling my kids the truth. I want them to hear from me. From me. Still here in the bushes. Yay, name twin, holding on. Right, it's not a match. 100%. Hey, Cherry Head. It's a lot of stuff out there, GGJ. Honesty is the best policy for sure. I agree. No cap, Rob. 100%. See, we all like honesty in here. Y'all my people. That's exactly right. We going for 3 hours. Yes. I told y'all Miss Betty be in there encouraging me to go. She'd be like, girl, get that 2 hours. Thank you, Miss Betty. If I can talk 3 hours, I probably could, just so y'all know. Especially when we're having conversations like this. Like I can definitely talk. But I do have to get my daughter. I wonder if my other daughter will get her. She might. Because I got 2 graduates now, y'all. Can't nobody tell me nothing. So my second daughter is about to have her graduation ceremony on the 31st, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. She put on all her stuff yesterday. We went shopping and got her dressed because I think I told y'all they had to have all white everything, and we were like shopping for all white. Finally found this real cute dress and some shoes, and I'm like, ooh, if I could just put her on the YouTube live, the streets, y'all be like, oh, just imagine me, but just a little bit lighter. Like people say she looked like me, so that younger with a, I'm so proud of them. Miss Betty, it's the difference between a strike and a claim, Miss Betty. 2. Okay, the spirit is so amazing. You can feel like you've known someone for years. Yes, isn't it a connection from heart to heart and breast to breast? You can just feel that love, just that outpouring of the spirit. I love that, y'all. Just rain down on me. Remember that song, Rain, by Kirk Franklin, right? Y'all rain down on me. I better stop singing. My kids gonna be like, "Ma, stop. You don't do that." Singing music can hit you with copyright. I didn't know that. Singing it can hit me. I don't even sound like the people though. What if you don't sound that good, but they still hit you with it? But I think I sound all right. Like nobody ears bleeding. But would they still do it, LP? That's my question. Or Miss Betty, whoever know. Because sometimes you just got a little song in your spirit that you want to sing. You got to sing for Jesus. So thanks for coming in. Sit back, relax, and join the conversation. That's not about reminding y'all to do that. Rob Banks, she is not monetized, and it will be less for her to clean up. All right. Yeah, no music. Betty J, a strike don't go away. A claim don't affect your channel. I had a claim on it here, but did I have a claim? I think I had a claim for some song. I just took it. I just deleted it. I didn't even feel like dealing with it. I was just like, goodbye, video. I didn't even deal with it. So she is not monetized. Betty J. Okay. I got you, Betty. All right. See, it's all love. Congratulations. Thank you so much, girl dad. It does when she go for monetization. Baby girl looks just like you. Yeah. Oh, you've seen her, Miss Betty. It's the second child, though. She is just like, she looked like me. She looks the most like me, is what I hear. She just a little bit lighter. She's lighter. She's lighter. She got my siblings' complexion. So let me see. Please continue celebrate the victories and success in your life. I sure do. I celebrate all of them. Yes. And when I have the shorts that hit, I'm like, woo, did it. God did it. Yeah, Betty, they be changing up the rules so much. Thanks for the info. Yes. You can go back there. Oh, that's my daughter about to come in right now that look like me. Huh? Go ahead. You want to say hi? Just wave. That's on you look the most like me. But she's trying to ease back there. You can. you on candid camera. No. Yeah, go ahead, daughter. You want to pick your sister up for me, or am I doing that?
I can, but I'm going to see Alicia in a second.
Oh, well, you can't do it then.
Why not?
She's like, yeah, that camera's a wide angle. That's why I can't figure everything. I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
What time is it now?
2:17. What time you want to see your friend?
I'm eating with her.
3?
I can go get her.
Get her and just drop her off.
Yeah.
Didn't that give me a little bit more time? Thank you, daughter. See how amazing she is, y'all. That's my writer. She's gonna be. I don't know. She could be a writer into politics. Like that's all her. Like she's. Oh my god, she's so good with her words. I'm like, girl, I need to hire you on staff. Like my kids, they really need to work for me, but they're not ready. They want to do what they want to do right now. But we gonna bring them on in there. Bring them on in. Train them up. Let me stop. Okay. Yeah. So I sing and never hit with the one. Okay. So I can sing a song. I like to sing sometimes. It just happens. Sometimes it just happens. I do it all the time. They give you the option to fix it though. Yeah. Yes. YTV change. They do talk about changing. That's what I'm talking about. We had ability. We change every day, but YTV's platforms, they be changing. You think one thing, woman, then the next thing you see something else. It's just crazy. So I can stay until 2:45, y'all, because my daughter's gonna pick up my other daughter. So I can stay here because she can't pick up the younger one. They real strict at her elementary school. They be like, wait. And it's funny, they know the siblings, but they be like, they don't see my face and they just be like, call alarms, which is a good thing. I'm glad about it. I'm glad because if I ever came to that building and my child went there, we talking about an uproar up in this place, produce my child. That's all I'm saying. Cooking neck bones now and black eyed peas. Ooh, Miss Betty. See, that's grandma's house, y'all. Going on over there to grandma. Neck bones and black eyed peas. Okay. I'm a pass. I'll just be sitting there chit-chatting while y'all eat the neck bones and the black eyed peas, though. Please listen to the gospel song God Did It by Evelyn. She's so cute. I know that's my boo. That's one of my boos right there. Check out Rob. What's she doing? Let me stay focused because y'all with the chat. Check out Rob L. Banks' new music, No Fake Love, Out Now Great. I heard it, Rob. I heard your song. It is good. I don't remember. I think I commented, maybe. I don't know, because a lot of times I'm listening to you all, but I'm not able to comment because I'm driving, with the girls, or I just can't get right to my phone because I have my, stuff in my headset on and stuff, so I can't. But I heard it. Yep, everybody check out Rob's song, No Fake Love. Now I can do the YouTube thing, cook and clean, and enjoy me time. Took me a while to figure it out. That's wonderful. Hey, Miss Queen Sunkiss, greetings. We must remember change is more than metal and paper in your pocket. Or copper, right? Copper. Yeah. I play my own music. Let me get that change. Yep. You can play your own music and play your own music in your backgrounds, right? And your short and stuff. I'm about to start hitting on some tambourines or something, Rob. That's what I think. My kids had those little keyboards and stuff. I'm about to start playing the little keyboards, and they got chimes and cymbals and all type of stuff. I'm start hitting all those little instruments. It might sound a little crazy in the back, like a circus, but it'll be mine. And then YouTube can't be like, you do not own the rights to this or whatever they say. At least it'll be my stuff. Oh, Rob say, hey, Cherry, hey, say you have some bomb music, Rob. Keep doing your thing, Betty. That's right. Keep doing it. See all this encouragement in here? Love it, love it, love it. Y'all know I love that encouragement. Let's see what else. Ladies that can cook are ladies that rule the world. Oh, Mr. Terry. But that's why I said you can really reach people through food, right? You can. If it's some good food, if it's poor, if it ain't good, then you might just have people that'll sit at the table like me and they talk to you, but they ain't gonna eat your food. I ain't gonna eat your food. YouTube is a grind, but the balance is getting better with YT after almost 3 years in September. That's good to hear. It's getting better. I feel like at least since I've been doing these lives consistently, I was just telling all 3 of my daughters as we were riding around, because we left out early this morning and then got back right before I went on live. That's why I was a little late. But I was just telling them that I think doing it this way is helping me to be able to kind of narrow in on the time. And especially since my little one will be going to school next year. Oh, I'm gonna miss my little right hand, but it's time. It's time. I've been doing the mommy thing for years and years and years. I'm still, not the mommy thing, but the being at home with the kids thing. I'm always going to be the mommy. But so I was like, I should be able to narrow in on the time and the day. And this is helping me to do that. Because I'm like 12 o'clock is working pretty good for me for right now. So we're going to see. We're going to keep on doing it. Thank you, Cherry. I don't glorify negativity in my music. I like music like that. I don't want to hear that. I like to hear the good stuff. I had to turn the comments on. Yeah, did you turn them on? Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back. Yes, yes, GGJ, do it. You want to hear me hitting pots and pans, Rob? That's what it's gonna be. And my kids, like I said, the little keyboards they have, make your own AI music. A guy in UK is making mine. Oh, that's a thought too. That's a thought too. It's yours, and they can't control that. Exactly. Men that cook rule the world too. I agree, Miss Betty. Men that cook and clean rule the world. If you want to get a good wife, you go ahead and cook her something up, and then clean that kitchen. You watch how pleased she's gonna be with that. And I ain't talking about just like don't cook and have the seasonings all over the countertop and the, the, the the food, the meat all over here, and the bread all over there. Like if you do that, just make sure you clean it up afterwards. Y'all watch the people who looking for a woman, a good woman. I'm telling you, you go ahead and cook her several good meals, several, whatever that might be for you. And you clean up after yourself. You watch her smile. You watch her be like, okay, checking you out. Telling y'all, they should be checking you out. My husband can cook, and that's what got me. I was like, wow, shoot, you cook, I'll clean. Can we do that? But he got something called a real demanding job. And I'll be like, you need to cook more, bruh. You need to cook, not me. You're welcome, bro. Clean music. Yep. Make your own AI music. Blah, blah, blah. Got to that, man. Yep. My husband cooked for those 2 years when I started with YT. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. My husband said he did not marry Betty Crocker. My husband know he ain't married. My husband know he ain't married no Betty Crocker, but I can cook. I just don't like to. I'll do it though. I like to eat. Gotta eat, right? My kid. One thing I do like about having older kids though, my my second and my third, they will cook now. Thank God. Hallelujah. We were cooking for Memorial Day, and I was like, all right, who cooking that? I cook this, you cook that, you cook that, you cook that. Everybody got to, I said, everybody working. Everybody got to work. Little kids, what y'all doing? Okay, clean up. Everybody works. You eat, you're working. Everybody work. This is a collaborative effort, right? What we say, everybody in this house, you're going to do something. Be like a punter and kick away the negative. Be like a running back and run toward the positive. Hey, Curtis E, thank you for coming in. Hey, 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 thank you. Be like Shaq and block the negative. Be like Dennis Rodman, grab the positive. Jamie has shared you out. Thank you, Jamie. See, because my people over here, they look out for me. I know it. Curtis, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for jumping right on in the chat. Make yourself at home. And, subscribe and come on in. I'll be here this whole week, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time this whole week. Come on in and join us. I will still be here. I told you my daughter, today she has an award ceremony because she is in a biomedical program. So she has like these honor stoles and like she's in honors, she's honor societies and like biomed, all this stuff. So we're going to do the award ceremony for her tonight. I'm so excited. It's at 6. I'm like, I just love it. I love being a part of that type of stuff. And then the graduation is the 31st. No, the 30th. So it's coming. It's almost here. Is it the 30th? Let me check. I don't want to tell y'all a lie. The 30th or the 31st. My other daughter has been. It's a lot happening, is my point. This week. And they're not out of school till a few. They still got a little ways. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. But yep, the graduation is the 30th. So I'm gonna have 2 graduates. Ooh, I ain't going. Know what to do with myself. Let me see. Where we at, y'all? Jamie. My intro is AI. Yeah, I like your intro, Miss Betty. Be like Sammy Sosa and swat away the negative. Be like Ken Griffey Jr. and catch the positive. Rob said, I don't really trust that AI, Betty. Something about that don't sit right in my spirit. Well, don't use it. Like, I haven't used it yet. I don't know. I hadn't caught on to it like that, Miss Betty. I see it around, but I definitely haven't tried it with the music yet. Not to deter you. That's just me. It's still computer. Yep. To each his own. Oh, see, I see what happened that time. I was looking. I clicked it. Hey, baby girl. Be like a chef and chop up the negative. Be like a waiter and serve up the positive. Chop, chop, chop. Serve the positive. My husband is neat too and clean. I love it. I love a nice, neat, clean house. I love food on the table. All that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Book and clean as you go. My wife is adamant about that. Yes. Cook and clean as you go. Yes, that's what I do. It's easier that way. If you cook it If you cooking and cleaning, you just knock them both out at the same time. Now you ain't got to worry about after you cook this big meal. Now you tired and you don't want to clean up. Now the place got to be a mess for a while. Just cooking and cleaning. You got time to do both while the stuff's simmering, while it's in the oven. Clean up those countertops. Clean off that. Well, don't clean the stove like I do, but just I clean around stuff. I don't burn myself. Just clean those things that you can clean up while it's, while the food is simmering and cooking and smelling good in the house. Be a light switch. Turn off the light of negativity. Turn off the light of the negative. Turn on the light of the positive. Be like a utility company. Disconnect the negative and connect the positive. But I don't like nasty, so I clean it. Yeah, I don't like it either. My uncle always said, clean and cook and never have a messy stove. I'm a clean chef. Yeah, that's how I am. I clean and cook it. I don't like seeing all the stuff around while I'm cooking. In my earlier day, I was looking for Martha White, Betty Crocker, Aunt Jemima, and the rest of them. But now, so you had to change a couple things up. I'm at 2 hours, 24 minutes. Lordy be. And y'all hanging on in there. Yay! Monetization, here we come. Here we come. And again, it ain't even all about that. But I'm just saying, it's a bonus. It's a bonus. No, never dishes in my sink when I finish cooking. Official Jamie is giving hearts and waving, and she's in the bushes with her eyes, with the eyes looking at us. She watching for the people who might do something. That's what those eyes mean. No dirty dishes at night unless you want roaches and other business. We don't want none of those. Hello, Official Jamie. Good afternoon. For real, Rob. I can't stand bugs. Yeah, it gotta be clean. AI is a new thing of the world. Go with the change. Hey, Micro Farmer, how you doing? I see you. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Betty. As soon as I feel like I caught up, I see the chat moving again and I'm behind. Michael, hello, Cherry. Michael is saying hi to everybody, to Rob, to Miss Betty, to Hey, Cherry. The world is constantly evolving and we need to change and not get left behind. Clean as you go. It's a great way to be done when you're done. Yeah, it sure is. Absolutely, Michael, 100%. When I first started YT, my house did not get clean at all. It was 24 hours. Now times have changed and I can get it all in. Yeah, because you had to figure out a schedule and you got it, Miss Betty. You got it. Now you got some type of rhythm. That's what I do. I feel like I have a rhythm now because I was very consumed with social media and YT, and my family was like, listen here, woman. You got a family. You got something called a husband and some kids, and you need to slow it down. Because when I want to do something, I'll go full force ahead. I go full force ahead at it. So I had to have them to kind of pull me back and say, hey, you got to figure this out. And I had to figure it out and then remember what my priorities were. So I was able to get it back, get focused. This busy chat will add more time to your watch hours. I know, keep talking. Y'all know, just to make sure we have a clear understanding, y'all know. I love the comments. I love the comments more than anything. I like the comments more than me over here talking. I like to see what you all are talking about and what you're thinking of. I do. So chat away. Welcome in. Now keep it going. I just have a hard time keeping up. As long as we have an understanding that you all chat and I try to keep up and I keep up when I can keep up and how I can keep up, we good. Ain't no problems. I ain't got no problems over here. No problems. None at all. Michael Farmer, hello. This busy chat, yep, I read that. It's your genuine content and real knowledge that leading to your genuine growth. Please keep up the great work. Oh, thank you, Mr. Terry. Thank you, Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones. Brother Jones. Yes, Brother Jones has just left a comment. Miss Betty, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody, oh, I see I got 33 thumbs up on my screen, so that's great. I love it. Keep thumbsing up and send it to more people to thumbs up because YouTube likes that. If YouTube like it, give it to them. I mean, we here doing what we doing because we doing what we supposed to be doing. But in the meantime, let YouTube do what they gonna do, right? As long as we here, I'm talking about Jesus. I'm happy. I'm having the conversations with you all. I'm happy. I love real conversations. So as long as we doing that, let's go. Hey, Cherry. Hey. Our house was so clean when it was just me and the white people thought we didn't live in it. But when the kids came, we can't keep the house clean. It's hard, and the dogs don't help. Hair all over the house. Man, because the dog shit. That's why I don't want to. My kids been wanting dogs for years. I'd be like, no. I got a firm no every time they ask. I'd be like, don't even look this way. You already know. Our neighbor had a lot of dogs. She has, I think she takes dogs in and then does, I don't know what she does, but she had a lot of dogs in and out. So she was like trying to give some of my kids. I said, nope, they can come over and say hi to your dog, but they ain't come over. I don't want no dogs. I got enough going on over here. I know what my limitations are, and I don't need any animals. So you go micro farming. But yeah, when it was just me, man, my house is spotless. I ain't had to do a whole lot of cleaning. When I cooked, I was cleaning along with it. So only thing I had to really do was dust if it collected dust or mop stuff like that you got to do eventually. But I ain't have to do a whole lot of picking up. No dishes. I ain't do none of that. When I had kids will add a whole new thing to your routine. Let me tell y'all. Like you think you go. The pastor was talking Sunday about this was like his message was about staying connected, basically. And I was like, oh, that's awesome because I really was talking about staying connected too. He was talking about staying connected, and he was giving this example about Legos and how the Legos are to be connected to people. And he was telling a story about this lady who was like really anal and like just I say neat freak for the purposes of this live. I know that's might not be the politically correct way to say it, but she was very like just regimented and wanted everything in its special place. That sound like me. That's how I was until I had kids too. I wanted everything. I still wanted like that, but I'm more realistic now. She wanted everything right in that spot. So anyway, long story short, the little boy came over. She had like put all the Legos in a container. Y'all know those storage bin containers. So she had it in a special place. And she's like, when he came over, he was 6 years old. When he came over, she's like, okay, so this is what you're going to play with. The house was spotless. She was like, this is the bin of toys that you're going to play with. So he's like, ooh, Legos. Now, you people who have kids in here, what do y'all think the little boy did with the Legos? Anybody who has kids or who have been around kids know what the little boy did with the Legos. He's 6 years old. What you think a little 6-year-old going to do with the Legos? Do you think he took it out one by one, piece by piece, and was like, oh, let me put it down here neatly? That's what she wanted him to do. But what you think he did? Okay, you're going to be right back. Hey, Cherry. All right, thank you. Yeah, he took that bin and was like, and tossed all those Legos on the floor. The Legos went flying every direction. Boom, boom, here, there, everywhere, right? So she came over there and they said she was having a conversation. She kept having a conversation with the parents, but she kept on looking at the Legos. She couldn't really focus on the conversation because she was looking at the little boy with the Legos, messing up her place, right? Kept looking at the little boy. So eventually she couldn't take anymore. She got up and walked over there and was like, okay, I'm so sorry. I need you to put these Legos back. And she would start cleaning up, put the Legos in the pile, and put all the Legos back into a storage bin. Made it nice and neat. And then she was like, can you please do me a favor and just play with the Legos? One here, just play with this one right here. She took one out and was like, just play with this one. You're going to have so much fun with that one Lego. The little boy looking at the Lego like, what am I supposed to do with this one Lego? And he was right. So he was like, what do you do with one Lego? Sorry, I have to go. See you afternoon tomorrow. Okay, thank you for coming in, Miss Betty. Thank you for coming in. I know I got to wrap it up soon because I got to, 2:45, 10 minutes. I'm going to leave out in 10 minutes, you guys. Because that's when I got to get my other girl. So, yeah, he's looking at the Lego like, what you want me to do with one Lego? I can't do anything with this. Why? Because Legos are meant to be connected, right? You can't even have fun with one Lego. So my point in telling that story is if you have kids, just expect that your house is not going to be spotless because they're kids. They're exploring. They want to try stuff. Now, you can teach them how to clean up behind themselves, but they are so curious. They ain't thinking about the floor got to be super clean and they don't want to see no crumbs. They just going about their business doing stuff. So that's why I said I had to learn a whole lot of flexibility when I had kids. That's how God taught me patience. Kids. Yeah, kids. Because I was like, oh, Jesus. Dogs getting put out. Micro, was anyone in the chat? YT payment was late this month. I don't know nothing about that. I don't get no YT payment. Can somebody help Miss Betty out? She left, but maybe y'all can help her out later. I don't know. We must remember unity is more than a Queen Latifah song. UNITY. It's a Linux desktop environment. 1 second. Be right back, Andrea. Sorry, I have to go. See you all at noon tomorrow. Okay. So you all, this conversation has been wonderful. I mean, it's great. I always love having the conversations with you all anyway, especially when you start talking about Jesus. Then I just can't even stop. I just got to keep going. And the fact that you all are so engaged in this chat, I just love it. I just love it. Micro Farmer, bless up, bro. I just love that you all are comfortable enough here to share. That's number one. To share with this community, to share with me, to share with each other, because that's what it's about. And I think that was the whole point of the Lego story, that it takes connection. It takes connection, and you need to be connected to someone. You need to be connected. not just so that you can talk about the glory of God, but also so that you can, you might, if you're going through something and you have somebody that's trustworthy and you can talk to them about it, you find that a lot of times when you talk to people, they lift your spirits and they get you out of that whatever you were in. You'd be like, oh wow, I didn't even think about it that way. So, stay connected, but I said be wise in your connections. Like, don't just link up with anybody. Don't just link up with somebody just to link up with them. Don't just link up because you just like, I'm so pressed to have a friend, I'm gonna just take anything. No, no, don't do that either. You need to be very wise and surround yourself with people that can help you to grow. Surround your people that can, that I know a lot of you expressed that, your faith is important, your belief in God is important. For me, that's important for me. I want to be around other believers. I want to be around other people that can uplift me and remind me of who God is when I'm going through something. Minister Terry, Mr. Terry says you're talking about the 4 circles of faith. Okay, facts. That's Rob said facts. 1, a faith circle are the people you regularly worship with. 2, a prayer circle are the people you regularly pray for and the people who regularly pray for you. Okay, a faith circle are the people you regularly worship with. Okay, that's a faith circle. A prayer circle are the people you regularly pray for and the people who regularly pray for you. Okay, find your tribe. Basically, that's what it is in a nutshell, isn't it, Rob? What Mr. Terry said in a nutshell, find your tribe. That's what I get out of it. 3, he's typing, you can tell. A wisdom circle are the people you regularly gain knowledge, information, and wisdom from. Okay, I'm waiting to see what the 4th one is. Mr. Terry, give you time to type it in. All right, while we're 2 hours and 35 minutes in. Wow, look what you all did. You all are going to help me reach this goal. If it hurts somebody, huh? We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Let's see. Facts. What was the 4th? An inspiration circle are the people who encourage you to be the best version of yourself, and they're the genuine cheerleaders in your life. Yes, I had that. God is great all the time. God is good. Wait, all the time, God is good. And wait, I just messed that all the way up. God is good all the time, and all the time, what? I'll let you say it. 10 minutes. And all the yes, Rob, you heard me the Lord was like, girl, get it together. Come on, say it right now. I finally redeemed myself and got it. I learned about the 4 circles of faith from a female YouTuber named Lisa Montgomery, a former heroin addict and life coach. Lisa Montgomery. Okay. I'm gonna have to look her up. Is she still active on YouTube? I'm gonna look at the 4 circles of faith though. So yeah, anybody have before I go? I know that's my alarm. I know, I hear you. This has been wonderful. Thank you all. Again, I don't know how many times I had to say it, but I love lives like this because they feel effortless. Like they really feel effortless in my zone. I didn't have to say, okay, gonna have to shut this down in 10 minutes. It ended up being almost 3 hours, which I would have never saw that coming. Never saw that coming. So thank you all. I appreciate it. I thank you all for hanging in there with me. You all have been troopers. I mean, GA girl talk about those troopers over there, but this tribe over here, telling you, you all kicked it into gear to sit here with me for 2 hours and 37 minutes and 9 seconds. That is a blessing in itself. I'm grateful. I'm so very grateful because, people have things to do and I understand that. So thank you all so much for spending that time with me. I appreciate it. I'm going to read your comments and then we can go. It's all good. One of them circles got you covered, right? One of them or more. Got to take my son to the dentist. Yeah, troopers fight. Rob, you know about those troopers. We was marching along, weren't we? Blessings, Andre. Have a blessed, brilliant day. Glad the Spirit brought me here. I'm glad the Spirit brought you here too. I'm glad the Spirit brought all of you here. It was for you to hear it. It was for me to hear it, right? We all worked together. The Spirit it was moving and I love it. Maybe one day we'll talk about modern women. If y'all want to talk about it tomorrow, should we try again? Let me know before you all leave. Do you all want to try the modern woman conversation or did we talk about it? Did we kind of talk about it enough? Just let me know. It was, and I received it. Yes. 6, you're still in here? 6. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, girl, because you are about to just burst something beautiful into the world. So keep taking care of yourself, all right? If you're tired, girl, lay down and take a break from YouTube. Take care of yourself and the babies. I know you are, but I just wanted to say that. Thank you for coming in and spending time with me, everybody. Everybody. Blessings, Andrea. Have a blessed day. It was, and receive it. I read that part. The troopers are in here, man. Look at y'all. Look at you all in here, the dreamers. Or like Six says, Gigi, she says, Geeky Girl Gang. That's so cute. Geeky Girl Gang. I love it. It was, and I received it. What else? You're starting to bug me. Nightbot, leave him alone. Minister Terry not doing nothing. Y'all, I don't know. Nightbot be tripping. We all know that. Blessings, Rob. Have an amazing, blessed, brilliant day, brother. Six Bills is that. Thank you, Andre. I need a cooking stool. Geeky Girl Gang. Yes, girl. You need a cooking stool? Maybe put it up. Maybe somebody will sponsor it. Sponsor you. Because you over there doing stuff. In the meantime, you sit down somewhere and put your feet up. And get your favorite food. Girl, get your favorite food and your favorite drink. Take a chill and, keep taking care of those babies over there. You're doing awesome as far as I can see. And everybody else in here, I love it. You are. Thank you so much for supporting me. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to need it. Because I think just the other day, I was like, man, forget YouTube. Not forget it for real, because I'm not going to quit. But I was just kind of like, man, forget all these hours. Then I was like, girl, please, you're going to be back on that live. Girl, you're going to do it. Because one thing I know is y'all show up for me, and I'm going to show up. Unless, like I said, unless it's something with the kids and I can't make it. Otherwise, I'll be here. What else? Thank you. Hey, Cherry. Hey, bless you, fam. Okay, so if all minds are clear, you know how we say in church, if all minds are clear, are there any questions, comments, or concerns? If you had something going on today, tomorrow, drop it in the comment section so everybody can see you. And I know I forgot to tell you all to drop GGJ. That was my fault. I was getting so engrossed in the conversation, I didn't even think nothing about it. Just know that when you come in here, you can always drop GGJ. You ain't got to wait for me to tell you. Just do it. Just drop it. Because chances are I might forget while I'm talking. Because I'll be talking and try and look at the chat and catch up. You're welcome, Six Bows. What else? Geeky Girls Journal is talking about having Ecclesiastes moments in your life. Six Bows is that. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mr. Terry. Thank you. I love, thanks, Rob. You're welcome, 100%. One love, one family. Yes. Please read the Holy Bible book of Ecclesiastes. Okay, Minister Terry dropping us some stuff so we can look at those Bible verses. Moments are a time in the day where you meet your personal needs and personal wants. Not having ecclesiastic moments will cause a decline in physical health and mental health. Okay, Terry. Six Bowl said, okay, Terry, 100%. All right, chat. The chatties, like Hey Terry Hey said, if there's nothing else, you all all right? Y'all all right? So I'm not clear. Are we having a conversation on women tomorrow? Or are we good? Because I was gonna talk about I was going to mention the video that surfaced with the football player. He was talking about a homemaker, I guess. So I was just going to kind of tap into that conversation to see how you all felt about women being traditional versus modern and all the talk about femininity and masculine energy. You all know what I'm talking about. Masculine energy, feminine energy, all these energies. Why can't we just be who we are, who God wants us to be? Like, I don't. All these labels, I think it's just a lot of confusion. So let me know if you all want to talk about it. If you don't do it right here, just drop it under this video in the comment section and I'll see you later because I know I got to let y'all go. Oh, and I got to go get my baby. So thank you all again. Have a wonderful, wonderful, awesome day. And I will see you all again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go do something wonderful for yourself. And don't feel bad about it. Go get your favorite drink or something. I don't know, your favorite meal. Have a great day, you all. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. I would love to talk about it. Okay, we can talk about it tomorrow, you all. We'll talk about the title that's on there today. I'll change it for tomorrow so you know what we're talking about. And come with all your thoughts, please, and your whatevers, and your comments, and your questions, and your concerns. Okay, see y'all tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming.